кого планируете голосовать на следующих выборах президента?
За Путина.
Прям точно?
Точно. Мне кажется, никто другой не сможет сейчас управлять страной и вывести ее на нормальный уровень.
Ну, из имеющихся кандидатов пока что импонирует Путин.
Ну, меня сейчас устраивает, на данный момент меня устраивает положение, которое у нас происходит сейчас в данной стране. У нас сейчас на данный момент сильный президент. Ну, его, грубо говоря, он вызывает уважение среди других стран, поэтому, скорее всего, за нынешнюю власть.
Не планирую голосовать.
Не планировал.
Не планирую.
Не планирую.
Я вообще планирую не голосовать.
Не планирую.
Я не планирую пока что.
Пока не думаю.
Пока что не планирую голосовать.
Мне интересно.
Я не голосую.
Не хожу.
Не голосую.
Просто не хочу.
Ну, не хочу отдавать какому-то...
Не знаю, не вижу кандидатов каких-то.
Не знаю еще. Да, не вижу в этом смысла.
Я не пойду на эти выборы.
Почему? Если не секрет.
А там будет большой выбор кандидатов, что ли, о которых мы знаем, но нет. Я считаю, что последние годы, к сожалению, выборы, в том числе президента в нашей стране, это больше фикция, чем реальные выборы кого-то. К сожалению, это так.
То есть нет смысла тратить время на это?
Да, конечно, но мы все знаем, кто будет нашим следующим президентом.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to clarify, whenever people say anything but not Putin, it means not Putin. Okay, that's why the percentage indicator goes down.
Допускаете возможность проголосовать за нынешнего президента?
Вряд ли.
Почему?
100% нет. А потому что посмотрите, как мы живем.
Плохо?
Естественно. Скорее нет.
А почему?
Ну так сложилось. Хватит, сколько можно.
Не за Путина?
Нет.
Понял.
За него нет.
Я сомневаюсь в названии этого мероприятия. Я не хожу и давно нет никаких.
Нет никого достойного кандидата. Нормального нет. Вся оппозиция, либо кто в тюрьме, кто за границей, поэтому смысл какой. Шило на мыло менять.
Потому что я не знаю кандидатов, кроме одного.
Все зависит.
Не знаю, что кто будет, для кого.
Пока нету как таковых кандидатов еще, не знаю еще. То есть.
Не знаю.
Я пока даже не смотрел.
Я не знаю кандидатуры.
То я не знаю даже.
Пока не думал об этом.
Я не знаю еще с кандидатов.
Не знаком сейчас с предвыборной кампанией.
Пока непонятно.
А каковы кандидатуры?
Ну вот Путин точно будет.
Ну, это понятно, но это безальтернативно.
Ну вот завтра коммунистическая партия выдвигает своего кандидата официально.
Ну, они, мне кажется, материал отработан. Их идеология, она уже прошлась катком по нашей стороне.
За Владимира Владимировича Путина.
А почему?
Ну, потому что это единственный, мне кажется, политический лидер, у которого есть определенная программа, политическая программа, который может, например, оценивать последствия своих действий, предвидеть их. Поэтому...
Окей.
Владимир Владимирович. Аналогично.
А почему, если не секрет?
Потому что мне хорошо при нем живется. Я тоже не испытываю трудностей. Но, по крайней мере, это, скорее всего, лучше, чем с кем-либо другим на данный момент.
Путина?
Я за него.
Ну, за Путина.
За Владимира Путина.
За Путина.
Владимир Владимирович. Хорошо ведет дела, и как бы Россия с ним не пропадет.
Конечно, Путин.
Именно больше
Путина поднял вот Россию.
Я планирую проголосовать за Путина, потому что, он начал СВО, ему надо как-то завершить это дело. Кто придет другой, уже будет совсем по-другому.
Окей. Спасибо большое.
Хороший вопрос следующий. Вы знаете, у меня есть право голосовать за того, за кого я хочу, и право не озвучивать это себе.
Это секрет.
Такое очень личное дело, с которым...
А это тайна.
Насколько я знаю, это все анонимно, поэтому...
Давайте оставлю по себе.
А это мое личное дело.
Ну да.
Это я... Нет. Это
хорошо.
обсуждению не подлежит. Никому и никак.
Еще кто-то будет. Если будет выбор, я его сделаю.
А есть за кого?
Ну, один кандидат точно есть.
При наличии одного кандидата.
Я недавно видела какую-то женщину, которая собирается подавать, как это называется, в президент идти.
За КПРФ.
А почему не за Путина?
А потому что уже пора уходить.
есть минусы у Путина большие. И, откровенно говоря, надо чаще менять.
За ВВП.
Почему?
Я шучу, я не знаю, наверное, не знаю, честно.
Думаю так, отвечу по-честному, там как бы за кого не голосуй, результат известен. Вот, поэтому планирую просто прийти, ну и послушать, что там, какие будут кандидаты.
Я думаю, это голосовать бесполезно, уже все решено.
А что, какой-то выбор будет?
Бесполезное времяпровождение.
Честно, не хочется в этом участвовать. Это настолько вот как превратилось в фекальную массу, что вот даже вот не хочется и не думать об этом.
Ну, за Владимира Владимировича.
Путин, конечно.
За Путина, конечно, за кого же еще.
Естественно, за Владимира Владимировича.
Я против него, но я проголосую за него. Потому что если он начал СВО, то пускай он и заканчивает это. Как-то так.
За нашего президента действующего.
За
Путина.
Это человек, который уже знает, что нужно делать со страной, у нее есть опыт. Вот. Я не вижу людей, которые бы альтернативно могли помочь нашей России.
Единственный человек, который может что-то изменить в России.
За Путина. За Путина.
Вот, ну, я честно, я бы проголосовал в данный момент за Путина, но потому что я вообще не вижу другой кандидатуры никакой.
За Путин.
Ну, как показывает практика, за последние 20 лет его правления все становилось только лучше. А кто его сейчас заменит, я пока что не могу найти лучшего претендента.
Ну, конечно, за Владимира Путина.
А почему вкратце?
Так почему? Просто пока нет альтернатив. Так мне кажется.
Ну, если другие кандидаты будут слабаки, то, конечно, придется за него голосовать. Ну, не придется, в смысле, а с удовольствием за него проголосовать.
Ну, скорее всего, за него. Но посмотрим, кто еще будет.
Ну, за Путина. Просто вариантов других нету.
Придется за него голосовать, потому что альтернативы ему я еще пока не видел.
За Владимира Владимировича Путина.
В принципе, лучше уж стабильно, по крайней мере, знаю, что ожидать. По крайней мере, на данном этапе.
Главное закончить войну. Вот это вот проблема. Но пока я не вижу других сторонников, кроме Путина. Пока. А там видно будет. Посмотрим.
За Владимира Владимировича.
За Путина.
За Путина.
Ответ очевиден, я думаю.
Ну, кандидат один, за Путина, естественно.
А если появятся какие-то еще кандидаты? Или
Я
уже...
думаю, нет. То есть на переправе коней не меняют. Поэтому, как бы, меня, в принципе, все устраивает.
Hello there, people. Hello.
Я считаю, что ходить на выборы, да, или брать винтовку. Но я выбираю на выборы, потому что это самый мирный.
Not a pleasant thing to watch, I'm sorry. I was like, how do I start the stream? I haven't started it with hating on Russians in a while. So you know what would be fun? You know what would be really, really cool? To start the stream by hating some Russians. Nah, he's absolutely fucking winning. It's silly though, sometimes I look at his channel and I'm like, what's he doing? What's he doing? What does he want me to think? You know what I mean? Like, what's the 1420 dude? What does he want me to think? Hey yo, my dude, how are you doing? Like, what's his agenda? Because I remember people fighting over whether he was on the Russian side or on the pro-Western side. Is he trying to make them look stupid, or is he trying to make them look possibly rebellious? Got no idea. Like, I look at these videos and I'm like, oh shit. Live in Moscow, my condolences. My condolences, dude. I hope Russians will start a revolution before you get dragged to the front line to be rotting, you know, on the fields of Ukraine. Good luck. You're the only favorite Croat. Thank you. I don't know how many other Croats you know, actually. I was thinking about it. I hope you know 0. Hey, Serbia's doing fun shit. I have to show you Serbia. Serbia's doing cool shit, actually. Their students are protesting. Many people hate Putin. They still suck his dick off. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you hate him, if you do nothing about it. If all they do is film little videos bitching about how they're freezing in their apartments, that's not changing a thing, my dude. That's not changing a goddamn thing. It's the same thing with like Russian opposition doing little stupid videos about how Navalny is in prison and then they do nothing about it, you know? Actions matter, words don't. Feelings don't even. I had to show you, what did I want to show you on Serbia? Ooh, their students, I have to show you their students. I have to show you the students protesting because they're looking badass, but I don't know where I saw it. Ooh, I'm looking through my Twitter likes, but the likes are... Oh, okay, found it. Have you seen the likes of that dude in the charge of one of the best ships of USA, and he keeps on making videos about getting officers like into a chair, and then he gives them a cookie and he tells them to say hi to their families. And I've just been watching that account yesterday and it was so cute. So yeah, also I was playing clown music in the background for the whole entire duration of that video. Putin? Nah, I despise Putin. Wait, Daniel has shown the full unedited video sped up to show his cherry picking answers. He claims to just want to show real opinions. He's been much more ballsy than no fuckers, like showing photos of bombed Mariupol. Oh damn! Oh damn! Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I had no idea about that. That's good. Nice. Hey, by the way, Loki, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. I saw it while I was making my Cedevita. Look at my Cedevita. This is my Cedevita. I saw it while I was making my drink. Cunt. Cunt. I love the word cunt. It's such a strong feeling, isn't it? Cunt. To call something a cunt. Just gorgeous. Look at this. He said the protesters scattered like rabbits and the police came to catch them. So they took a bunch of masks and went out to protest in them. They're doing good shit. They're doing good shit, okay? Actually gives me hope for Serbia. It reminds me of, you know how my dance started with students too protesting, and then it just grew bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm kinda hoping this continues, because fuck Vučić. Fuck Vučić, he's a piece of shit. Cool. Oh, the Chechnya one? My man. How do I tell you this? I've heard the song. I think Russians piss on that song. It's one of those songs that you listen to and you're like, oh damn, this is really, really sad. The soldier was sent to his death. And then you look at the state of Russia and you figure out that everyone else was at home jerking off to Putin while these soldiers were being sent to their death. You know what I mean? Like soldiers' mothers of Russia were demanding from the Chechen war for their sons to be not sent to slaughter. And it never happened. They were mocked. Same happened in Georgia. Same happened in Crimea. In Crimea and in Donbass too, in 2014. People were being sent there, they were dying on the front line, mothers of soldiers were begging Russians to do something about this and to stop Putin, and no one did anything. So I don't think all Russians give a shit about these boys, to be honest. I don't think Russians give a shit, and I don't think if, you know, Russians aren't willing to waste any time feeling any sort of empathy for their own people, I don't see why I should. It's not really something that, you know... Like, I am trying to be a better person here. What is that? Captain's car. I don't know this one.
Teenage army standing by, general stuttering in reply, could he sycophants abide and justify? Kremlin orders death and looting, bombs raining down with them sirens whooping, the whole world watches, screaming stop shooting. Stop! Go fuck yourself, Putin. The Duke appears on state TV, a brave little slice of democracy. Got that Ukraine blood on the conscience spilling, hashtag Russians doing the killing. Instagram, TikTok, horror keeps looping, shout out to Zelensky dishing out boobies.
Vučić does have a face. It's his nickname here in Balkans, beach hosty. It means pussy-mouthed. Pussy-mouthed.
And it goes a little something like this. This is a message for Putin.
It's written like this. Let me teach you how it's written in case you wanna write about the man somewhere. Pičko usti, because pička is pussy, and it also means like the vagina, but also means a coward. And then usta means mouth. When do you plan to change the currency? We did. We changed the currency. We are Europeans. We use euro already. From the last year we used euro actually. So we are already, developed. We're already divine. We're already a million steps in front of everyone else. I'm not used to it yet. I'm not used to euros yet. I see something costing 2 euros. I think it's cheap. I saw bread recently. I saw a loaf of bread. It was costing 2.45 euros. I was like, oh, this is nothing. And then I was like, wait. In kunas. But you see the euros and you see 2 and it's like a tiny number and you're like, it's change, it's fair change. I gave like, I think it was 3 euros and something to my waiter recently. Like left it. I was like, yeah, alright, keep it. Because the bill was like 17 something. No, 16 something it should have been. But basically, I know I left him with like a bill of 20 and I was like, yeah, keep it. And I'm walking to my car and I'm like, oh damn. But it's like, it's fair change. It's fair fucking change. I don't know how euros work, In my head, when I see the amount, I see it in kunas, right? I think it's kunas. I don't still see euros. So in my head, it's like, I see them as same worth, if that makes sense. Yeah. Which is like the exact opposite problem that I know Croats usually have in Germany. My brother, first time he went to Germany, like we didn't really have tipping culture here in Croatia, right? You leave tips if your waiter's like a really hot chick or something, but you didn't really leave tips normally. It's not like expected, So first time he went to Germany, and he's there in a bar and he's drinking something and he leaves a tip. I believe it was like 7 cents or something. And he's like, he has his sunglasses on, the Bosnian style. He has his sunglasses on. He's wearing a dark shirt. He has a chain and everything. He's like very, very cool Balkan man. And he gives like the cash to the waiter. And there's 7 cents too much in what he gave. And he's like spreading on that chair in a bar. And he goes, it's alright to keep the change. Like, oh man. Yeah, he rounded it up, but he rounded up like 7 cents. It wasn't a proper rounding up. But he was like, 7 cents. It's something like here in Croatia. It would be like 50 lipas, which like, yeah, when I was working as a waitress, it was a tiny amount that I would usually get in tips. It was alright to get that. It was alright, it was one of the okay-ish tips. You weren't ever disappointed with that. It was just cool how he was like, yeah, keep it. I round up euros. I round up euros. I don't round up cents anymore, and it's a stupid thing because I'm losing so much money on waiters. But I'm hoping that they like me, okay? I'm hoping they like me. I'm hoping they see me enter. Like places where I go often, I'm hoping they see me enter and they're like, oh, this woman tips really well. She must really appreciate the service. And I kind of don't. I'm just really dumb. But hey, most people don't bother bending over to pick up 7 cents here. Oh, here we have, it's very split. It's very split, right? So you got people, like I work in sales as a saleswoman at a shopping thing. So there's like 2 types of people. And one of them is that when you give them cents back, they don't take them, right? They think cents are worthless and they don't take them. Today there was a dude and he left 70 cents at the store. And I was like, that's a lot. 70 cents, that's a lot, my dude, right? You gotta take this. That's that's a nice sum of money. And he was like, no, it's cents. Fuck that, I don't want cents. But then the other equivalent are people who in their mind calculate cents to lipas, right? And when we had lipas, it was like if it was 1 or 2 lipas, you wouldn't ever take it at the store. No one cared about 1 and 2s. But if it was 5, people would take in the 5. 1 cent is 7 lipas approximately. So no matter how many cents you gotta give back to them, it's like, oh, I gotta take this because it's more than 5 lipas, right? So they take every single last one. They will like wait until you give them every single last fucking one. It's such a weird thing. It's like such extremes, you know. Some of them don't give a shit at all, and then the other ones give a shit a bit too much, and it's a bit weird. It's okay to not leave a tip for poor service, right? Yeah, it's okay to not leave a tip even if the service is okay. It's just a tip is not expected. You know, you don't feel bad as a waiter for not getting a tip. When I was working, it was a bit worse though, because when I was working, we still had cheap coffee. When I was working, coffee was 5 kunas. Where's my Croats? You know how we had like 5 kuna coins? So everyone who came for a coffee, they would pay for coffee with 5 kunas, right? So they give you 5 kunas, 1 coin, and that's that. And you can't round it up because it's already rounded, right? 2 coffees, 2 people come for a coffee, 10 kunas, they give you like 1 10 kuna bill. They never rounded it up. And it was never like a bad thing, right? A tip wasn't expected. I never felt bad for not getting a tip. They never felt apologetic for not giving me a tip. It was like, it wasn't expected to get a tip. But now that first then coffee became more expensive, so then they started rounding up to 10s. So like when coffee was 7 kunas, they would just leave you 3. And now when it's in euros, they can like even leave you a little bit more. So I don't know if waiters now are a bit disappointed when they don't get it. But I know there's not really a culture, like no one really expects it. People leave cents all the time in supermarket. I work near in a supermarket. I feel so bad for you, I'm so sorry. We work the same job. I hope you're okay, I hope you're safe. Do you ever come back home and you like drink a beer? Just because the work was horrible? Because I do that. They changed my shift for tomorrow. I was supposed to be working morning tomorrow, so I wanted to do the stream in the afternoon. They changed my shift tomorrow like 15 minutes ago. To be fair, it was like for an okay-ish reason. Like my coworker has to go to a funeral, so she had to switch the shift, and then they were like, who is she gonna be switching with? And then because I abused the privilege of taking rides, they were like, yeah, Vicky could change the shifts, and now I'm changing the fucking shift. But man, oh man, it's such a chaotic goddamn job. I'm just happy we don't work Sundays anymore. I'm really, really happy about that. Don't miss that for a second. Eja, dobry wieczór. Me saying fuck around 5:30, getting up to grab a pee. I get really, really annoyed sometimes. People are really weird. They're like, oi. I think we get this culture of like stereotyping people who work in service really badly. 2 weeks. That's cool. I mean, I'm not much better. I've been working for 6 months so far. First few weeks I was having great fun because everything was new and I knew nothing. So first 5 weeks I was enjoying it so much. But then later it was like, because the people got accustomed to having me around, and then they started making jokes, and then that gets boring really fucking quickly. Wait, I've missed some messages. Have a lot of stereotypes about Russians. Yeah, I got a stereotype that they are complicit with Putin. Oh, true one. I got a stereotype that I mean that's actually my strongest one, I think. Complicity with Putin. How do people call it? Slave mentality? Slave mentality of Russian culture? Yeah, that one. I stand behind that stereotype. I think it's correct. I think time has proven it to be correct. Also the imperialism that they have. Imperialism, chauvinism, inherent chauvinism of Russian culture. All of that, I absolutely think it's true. I think we have experienced it with every single Russian who ever appeared in the chat. I have experienced it with every single Russian I have ever talked to online. I do think the culture is fucked. 2 Russian soldiers born in 2005 are found dead in Ukraine. Holy shit! That's right, 2005. Oh, that's like 19? 18? Oh, bro, bro, in my head I was like, they're allowing 8-year-olds to be soldiers now. But no. Oh man. For a second there, I was really confused. Fuck that. Russians are everywhere, Russians. You know, we have a saying here. Trying to figure out how to say it in English. But we got a saying here. A lot of... basically, Croatia is quite... It's better now. But Croatia used to be a country where there were big differences between cities and villages, right? So lots of village people were coming to cities to work and live there, right? And then because they're village people, like I'm a village person, okay? I can make fun of other village people. Because they were village people, they were quite not accustomed to living in cities. So they tended to be quite racist, they tended to start a lot of fights, they would cause lots of chaos, they would be stealing from the shops and stuff like that, they would be abusing the system to the full. It was like, it was quite chaotic, right? And we have a saying here that like, you can take a man out of a village, but you can't take the village out of a man. And basically that's how I see Russians too. It's like, you can get out of Russia, but like it stays within you. It stays within you, okay? You've seen how many of their people go outside, but they still have these little things, little beliefs of like, oh yeah, well maybe we should just give Russia the areas that it occupies, because why not? That's how we reach peace. You know, you can't take Russia out of them. It stays there. It's still there. It's really, really hard to move away from your culture, to properly acknowledge the faults of your culture and then to move away from it. It's really, really hard, and I don't really think lots of Russians are willing to try it, even if they do escape to other countries to save their asses from conscription. Yeah, villages were doing lots of shoplifting, absolutely. Absolutely. There was lots of discrimination against villages in big cities, and in some part it was deserved, my man. In some part it was deserved. But we genuinely did have huge differences. Like, I know, for example, when I was a kid, I always kind of admired the city people of my family, because when it came to topics like racism, for example, when it came to sexism too, you could genuinely see the difference between how the village part of the family, the part where I grew up, and how they were seeing it, and then how the city ones were seeing it. When talking about religion, you could see how they are perceiving religious teachings differently and stuff like that. It was always like, there was always some contrast. There was always something. In later years, I do think this has gotten a lot better. I definitely think Croatia is investing a lot more than it used to previously invest in education. And also, you know, because of the internet, we're all kind of connected. So it's not really such a big shift. But before we had internet, there really was a huge difference between the city people and the village people when it comes to that. See, Gigi, like, you're proving it. You're proving it. It's what happened with every single Russian I've met so far. All of them. They're like, I'm a Russian. Why are you discriminating against me? Why do you hate me so much? Why do you hate the Russians? Oh, in war, many deeds happen and many people are dead. Why are you surprised about that? No one's surprised. No one's surprised. We're surprised that y'all people are allowing it. That's what I'm surprised. I'm surprised Russians are such pussies that y'all can see kids, but in 2005, fucking teenagers rotting in the fields of Ukraine, and the only thing you do is shut the fuck up and sit in your home and stay worthless. That's what I'm surprised by. I'm not surprised by your people dying. I'm surprised by the rest of your people being useless. Wouldn't really see that in many other countries, my dude. I don't really think many other countries would be like, hey, yeah, we're a part of this useless war, invasion of foreign territory, where our kids are dying. Okay. Zagora. What's the population of your village? Oh, like 200, 300, 400, 2, 3, 4. I would say 2. I think it was 2. I'm not sure on the last census, but it was somewhere like 200, 300. Tiny, tiny. You don't get the Russian soul. Contraire, I would say I get it very, very, very exactly. Better now that you got internet last month. Oh fuck yes, fuck off. Oh fuck off. We were the house in this village that had the internet first. From 2000 and... I don't know. Some, but we had internet first. Okay, we were like the most advanced people of the village when we got internet. Okay, you don't even know how cool I am on a village sphere. Okay, there was this online browser game that kids used to play when I got internet. And like me and my brother were one of the first players from the village because no one else in the village had internet. We were cool, okay? We managed to get a lot of coins and a lot of experience. The village elites. Yeah, the village elites, the ones with the internet. No one else had the internet. And then everyone else got it because they are copy-pasting us. They're trying so hard to be us. They're trying so hard to be us and it just isn't working. But they're trying anyways. Yeah. 56K, I've got no idea. I've got no idea what we had. I know we had the old blocky computer. We had the old blocky computer. I actually had the monitor until very recently, the very like huge one, the huge thing. Had that one, yeah, you couldn't be on the internet and do a phone call. Had that shit. Had that shit. My parents still do the thing when they're trying to call the relatives. And if the relatives are not picking up the phone, they're like, oh, Vicky, you gotta get off the internet because your internet is not enabling the connection to our relatives. And I'm like, it's not how it works anymore. It wasn't like that for quite a while, mother, but like, I'm glad you're trying to be modern. Late 90s. Oh, for me it was the early noughties. It was, I don't really know the year. I know we got the PC specifically in 2005. But I don't know when we got internet exactly. It was later than 2005, but I don't really know when later. Maybe it was 2005 itself. It was very, like, the village was behind with everything, basically. Wealthy peasant, yes. Oh yes, in the times of USSR, I would not be treated well. Cable internet 2000, 2001, nice. Oh, we did not get it that early. Oh, we did not. I still remember when me and my brother, we went to tell our elementary school teacher that we got the PC at home. We were so proud. And then he showed us how to open the Word, to like write text in it. He was showing us how to open it, how, you know, just almost like double click and then you type shit in. But we didn't have informatics classes in elementary school then. So he had to teach us how to type shit. So then we were at home, we were like practicing typing and everything. And it was like, it was dumb as shit, it was just fun. Beta testers? You in one of the rich ones. You in one of the rich ones. You in that rich person part of Osijek. What's the name of it? My uncle lived there before he died. What's the name of it? What's the name of it? Fuck, I can't remember. There's the rich part with like houses and everything. Why can't I remember the names? One day it's going to spring right up. BBS, electronic bulletin boards. The fuck is that? I remember when in elementary school in grade 5 we got PCs with internet in school. We would do this thing where we would open those old chat apps, you know, like Chat Hire and stuff like that, and then we would all be making accounts, and then we would be chatting with like random other Croats who also had accounts around. And the teachers were encouraging it because they were like, oh yeah, this is going to like teach you how to behave on the internet and everything. So we were just like chatting with who the fuck knows who. Super expensive Russian plane? Heck yeah! I saw it got confirmed today. I saw it got confirmed. Heck yeah, may more happen. May more happen. you seen videos of their buildings freezing? Because I saw videos of their buildings freezing, saw videos of their people bitching about their buildings freezing. If you don't know what death in war is, then this is an bro. Bro. I'm Balkan. I'm Balkan. Don't you eat shit in my presence, okay? I know what death in war is. I also know there's a difference between justified wars and unjustified ones. I know there's a difference between a side defending itself on its own territory and a side attacking foreign territories, right? For people to die while defending your land and defending their people is one thing. For people to die while they're going and invading foreign lands, that's a whole another one. You'd call a BBS with a modem, dial up to connect to the internet, but you're connecting to a local PC that exchanges information between other users and internet news groups, for example. Oh, damn. I think we didn't have that. Difference between a Serbian and Russian? Oh, Serbia is smaller. By the virtue of Serbia being smaller, Serbia, I believe, actually has a bit of a bigger chance of giving up their delusion of an empire. Because it's smaller. It's aware it has to rely on others to survive. Right? I don't think the same is going to be happening to Russia anytime soon, because Russia is quite huge. Russia is quite huge. Russia, if Russia properly used their own resources, Russia could be, living okay. It's them liking to eat shit. But if they properly used their resources and weren't so corrupt and didn't want to go and butcher up everyone around them, they would be okay. Kind of Serbs defending themselves. Oh, you're talking about Oluya? You're talking about Oluya? While Oluya did have certain quite problematic parts, absolutely, and I am willing to talk about the problematic parts of Oluya and the problematic parts we are still celebrating in Croatian society. At the same time, what's important to remember is that Milosevic was a part of a joint criminal organization which planned to take over the lands of Krajina, which they believed belonged to Serbs. What they did was they expelled the non-Serb population from it, as in they imported new Serbs there. Right, that was like the part of the war, expelling non-Serb population and then importing new Serbs there. So when Oluya was happening, lots of people running away were actually Serbs that were imported by the joint criminal organization. That was proven by the court. The only reason Milosevic never rotted to jail for it is because the fucker died. But it was proven, the conversations were proven, the plans were proven, like it's not even a thing to be arguing about when it comes to that. So yeah. They were not defending themselves. They tried to occupy the lands, we chased them out. It was deserved. Good BBS in Osijek. Nice, Osijek was advanced. Deserved, Osijek is cool. Wait, it wasn't Osijek like quite advanced when it came to 5G too? I think Osijek was advanced when it came to 5G now that I think about it.
Zabíjanie Slovanov. Pretože ak neprestanete, môže sa stať, že my Slovania sa spojíme, brat s bratom, a ja verím, že sa raz spojíme a zo západnej Európy urobíme trávnik. Od Tatier, Šumavy až po La Manche. Trávnik. A verím, že toto nikto z nás nechce.
I need translations for this dude.
Spojených štátov amerických a ich globálnych záujmov. Európska únia je len vazalom Spojených štátov amerických.
Oh, he's eating shit, right? That's what I've understood is that he's eating shit. Like cream? Yeah, like cream. It was, who did I talk to? Talked to someone on Twitter about this, and he changed his mind about the whole thing. It was one of those journalists, actually like proper journalists reporting on the situation. Proven by, you can read the court documents. All of them are easily available online. You can read the court documents. Every single court document is available. Have you not read through them? Because you can very easily go and read through them. Fuck, where was I? Yeah, it would be like if Ukraine now manages to get a force into Crimea, right? What you're going to see is you're going to see the invaders running away, but what you're also going to see is collaborationists are going to be running away. And that's the same thing that happened in Kraina. So what you saw in Kraina was Serb invaders running away from Kraina because the new Croatian forces were coming, but what you also did see is collaborationists running away too. It's, of course, that's going to happen. By the way, Hague did have a whole court case to determine whether or not the Operation Oluja itself was supposed to be a war crime against Serb population of Krajina, and it has proven we didn't intend to do war crimes against the civilian population. So, we're clean on that. We're clean on that. I do have problems with certain Croatian jokes made about this. I do have certain problems with specific ways that perception of this event has stayed in Croatian culture, definitely. I think we are going to need to evolve past specific things, but at the same time, I do not think Oluja was a bad thing, and I don't think that liberating our lands was a crime. Can't understand him with Putin's dick in his mouth. Oh yeah, that's to be fair. I know he said that the European Union is a vassal of USA, and that's where I went. How can you be a member of European Union saying shit like that? That should be seen as betrayal. That should be fucking seen as betrayal, my man. Yeah, I got nothing against settlements being empty though. Again, the same way that invaders ran away, collaborationists ran away. I'm not gonna shed tears for collaborationists leaving their homes. I don't care how long they lived there. If you collaborated with an invading force, I don't really think it's a loss to not have you around anymore. Not touching these topics, but in football. No, it's an interesting thing to talk about in my view. It's an interesting thing to talk about specifically because I found it rather interesting how many people... It's like with the conversation about like sense, you know? How you have like people not giving a single shit about sense and then people giving way too many shits. And like both of these groups are kind of weird. And people in between who are normal are quite hard to find. It's like that when it comes to these conversations too. Oluja specifically, I think. Like, for example, you have people being like, oh, Oluja was a crime because lots of Serbs ran away from occupied lands at the time. And it's like, no. No. Like their military crossed the accepted borders. They crossed over them because they believed that Serbia has the right to these lands. We got evidence of Milosevic organizing this situation, right? Organizing the expelling of non-Serb population, importing Serb population there for Serbia to have a greater claim to lands that they wanted to have. Like very similar to what's being done at Crimea. So bitching about the fact that Croatian military wants to liberate its own territories, it's a bullshit thing, right? But then also you have the other extreme, which are Croats who are mocking Serbs for having to leave their homes. Because while it is true that these collaborationists did run away, right? At the same time, it is true that lots of these people were there for a very long time. And do you think mocking them for having to run away is a bit of a weird thing to do? Like, you don't have to feel empathy. I know I'm not feeling empathy. I know collaborationists run away from these parts too. And we had peaceful reintegration. I know lots of collaborationists run away. And yeah, I don't feel empathy for the fuckers, right? But mocking these people, still, it's like a weird little thing. It's a weird little thing to do. Why would you do something like that? Come on. Nuance is right. Yeah, it sounds like a good opinion. It sounds like a good opinion indeed. So, yeah, just be fucking normal, my dude. Just be normal. Just please be normal. Did you send me the animation? Because I have that open. I have that open. I have that open.
People have died.
Also, I keep on getting ads. I keep on getting YouTube ads the whole day. It's ridiculous. I don't know how to stop them. They get weaker sometimes, and then they don't. No, mutual land makes no sense. You're trying to pretend as if borders of countries exist based on nationality. They don't. They exist based on the borders of countries. Croatia had its borders. Right? We had borders. These were the borders of Croatia. And Serbia had its own borders, which were the borders of Serbia. It wasn't mutual land. It was Croatian land on which Serbs lived. But it was Croatian land. It can't be mutual land. That's like saying that Berlin is now mutual city of Germans and Balkan people because so many of our people are there. Like, it makes no sense. It isn't. It's still their city. We just live there. But it's within their borders. It belongs to them. It wasn't mutual land. It was always Croatian land. Slovaks eating shit. I don't know. They did, I feel, the same thing as the Dutch did, with like voting for an imbecile for populist reasons. They now feel kind of bad about it. I've seen some talks of like protest and shit ongoing. I care about it as much as I care about Dutchies, to be honest, which is that I don't really give a shit. I hope European Union gives them less money. I hope we can figure that out. That traitors to Western democracies get less cash, and that's that. Probably not a good idea as an outsider to talk about it. Oh, yeah. It's mostly because as an outsider, I feel you're not going to understand. What's the word? Dog whistles. I feel it's a bit of a sketchy land to walk through because as a Croat, when you would speak to other Croats, you sometimes know when they say some things, right? Sometimes they say some things and you're like, I know exactly which war crimes you would be cheering for. I think as an outsider, people don't really know. And I think that creates kind of an interesting little situation at play, where like it's tough for outsiders to come and talk about these things, honestly. But I believe it's like that with every nation, possibly. Kosovo is basically rightful Serb clay because the border says no. Kosovo has its own borders. Kosovo had its own borders in Yugoslavia too. That Serbs tried to take away, and then Kosovars fought against it. But Kosovo had its own borders. Any land in the world with mutual ownership agreed to legally. Only contested disputed territory, like between Egypt and Sudan near the Red Sea. Oh yeah, like if they, like it can't be mutual land. Mutual land doesn't exist. Why couldn't Ukraine get its own borders? Why would it get its own borders? It was land occupied. That's making no sense. Yugoslavia agreed. When Tito was leading Yugoslavia, Kosovo had its own borders. So did Vojvodina. Vojvodina had its own borders. Vojvodina was a whole separate entity. Krajina never, in no chance, got their own borders. It's better just to listen a lot until you really know someone. Yeah, they wanted to. Yeah, they never got them, my dude. They never got them. They never got shit. I don't even believe they wanted to be honest. I don't believe they wanted to. I believe they started wanting to when the joint criminal organization started pursuing the dream of Krajina joining the Greater Serbia. I don't think they wanted their own borders before. But yeah, usually just listening is the best thing. I've learned that when it comes to what's the word? Anti-vaxxers. I've learned that when it comes to anti-vaxxers. There was a man in the shop today, and he walks in, and he looks at the newspapers, and I clock him in as he's looking at the newspapers, and he finds there's like one specific Croatian newspaper that I'm my mortal enemy. I despise that paper. And he looks for that one, and the thing is, I always put it in the bottom shelf where the tabloids go. So there's like, you have the top shelf where the proper newspapers go, and you have the bottom shelf, which is where horoscopes go. Or like, there's like the Barbie newspapers, they go there. There's like little celebrity ones, they go there. You know, like not proper newspapers. And this specific newspaper, I always put it there because it belongs there, it's trash. And this dude comes in and he looks through our newspapers and he finds I put that one in the tabloids, and he does the and I'm like, okay, I know what type of a person you are. I'm not gonna say it, but like I know. So I'm trying to like nudge him around. I'm trying to figure out what type of idiot he is. Yeah, strongly anti-vax, and he shares it with me without me like even having to ask too much. I asked what's the weather outside because it was snowing when I was coming to work, and then it stopped snowing, and then it was raining a bit. So I was like, okay, like it's like a good start to a friendly conversation. Hey, how's it outside? You were just there. I wasn't because I was working the last few hours, but how's it outside? And he starts talking about how everyone is sick, but he sees so many old grannies carrying masks around, and he hates people wearing masks because he read a research that said masks do nothing. So he hates how many old ladies are wearing masks around this village now, and they probably got vaccinated too, and he hates vaccination. He's going on this whole fucking rant about how we basically have a childhood illness right now spreading in Croatia, which was eradicated, and then the anti-vaxxers brought it back. So he starts talking about how the whole thing with it coming back was actually faked, and the newspapers faked the whole thing because they wanted people to be afraid and then to get vaccinated, because if you get vaccinated, then later they're gonna be able to figure out technology to control you. And I'm just there like, whoa, I asked you if it's raining outside. But you know to clock these types of people after a while. That was fun. Gonzalo Lira guy likely died also because of COVID. Oh shit. Rip my dude. I liked Topson's opinion. I don't know if you saw that. But I was on Topson's stream. I think it was the day when Gonzalo Lira was rumored to have died, but we weren't certain. And I was there, and I mentioned that Gonzalo said that he is sick at his last trial, and I was like, hey, what do you think about that? Because he said he is sick, and that he needed medical assistance, and then he didn't get it. And Topson was like, yeah, but it's like, isn't that what all of them say? And I got into thinking, I was like, oh shit, yeah. It is what all of them say, isn't it? Like, you go to a court, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm sick. Send me somewhere to get like some sort of treatment or whatever. So of course the court was like, is this dude for real? Is he for real? Is he not for real? We don't know. Got no fucking idea. It makes sense that he says that his concerns first were not listened to, and then later only they paid attention to him, because like of course everyone's gonna be bitching about sudden health issues once they're gonna go to court to, see the consequences of their crimes. Front-facing customer service job. I do have it. It's horrible. It's fun though sometimes. It's fun because you can plant stuff inside their heads. You can plant shit inside their heads sometimes to get them to think. And I like that. I like that thing, Like specifically with my biggest thing about that was the COVID vaccination thing, when people were talking about why there's vaccination for COVID, but there's no vaccination for cancer. You know how fun it is to just be to people like, do you think cancer is also caused by a virus? And then they go, no, I don't. And then you go, what do you think cancer is? And then you try to figure out if they understand the concept of cancer enough to understand why we can't have vaccination against cancer in the same way we can have vaccination against viral diseases. It's a fun thing, you can plant these questions in their heads. And they don't always answer you at first. They don't always listen to you at first. They will get angry sometimes, or they go like, oh, you young people, and then they leave. And then later they come back and they're like, you know what? You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about cancer. And I'm like, I know why, bitch. I know why you've been thinking about cancer, you piece of shit. More and more land across Dalmatia is being sold to foreigners, primarily German. We did have a thing recently where we started allowing foreigners to get land within Croatia. So I assume that's what you're referring to. It started recently. It might have started this year, actually. Might have started this year. When we joined the European Union, it wasn't allowed for a while. So we just kind of waited for a few years before allowing it. I think it's a good thing. I think overall it's a good thing. Lots of foreigners are now opening their own businesses around, factories and everything. I live specifically in a rural area, so we got lots of foreigners buying vineyards and everything, and it's like bringing agriculture of these areas back to life in a way. So I think it's good. do this with my Trump dad. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. People who failed basic science at school always amaze me when talking about medicine. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it is beautiful. They have no idea what they're talking about. No fucking idea what they're talking about. Never. At any point are they aware of the bullshit they're saying. But then you gotta point it out to them, because they will never figure out the bullshit they're saying, because they're just repeating someone else's words. So when they say something, you gotta be like, did you hear that? Did you hear that sentence? Like, did you just listen to that? Can you just, like, look into it? These words that just came out of your mouth, can you please just, like, think about them? And it's interesting how many of them never fucking do the thing. They just never do the thing before. I think they reach it on, like, Facebook and they just continue on. So, it's cool. It's cool. It's my favorite part of the job. I think that's I'm gonna be working for a year, approximately a year more at the same job, and then I'll see. But, it's my favorite part of the job when you can be like asking people shit, because they're so open to sharing their beliefs, but they're also relatively open to thinking about them once you point out stuff to think about. Serbs returning to Dalmatia, I'm okay with it. I'm GG, I'm nothing. I'm GG with Serbs returning to Dalmatia. I'm GG with Serbs moving here too. I know some Serb families who have moved around, specifically because we have vineyards here in a relative area, and we had Serbs who moved here to work in the mentioned vineyards, and then they just kind of stayed around because they are getting better paycheck here than they would be getting back home in Serbia. Some of them do go back to Serbia after they are done with their few years of working to get, pension. Some of them don't really come back, they stay here. I'm GG with foreigners moving into Croatia, to be honest, overall. I'm okay, it doesn't really matter to me who's coming. When it comes to specifically Serbs who have like family properties existing from which their families have fled, then I'm even more okay with them returning. Because here in the village, for example, specifically, we had a situation, we did have peaceful reintegration, so we didn't have military entering, we didn't have like the same thing as what happened with Oluya, but we did have a thing where Serbs didn't want to live in Croatia, so they left, out of just being angry that this was Croatian land then. So lots of Serb properties are abandoned, but you can't take it from them, because legally it still says that they do live here, right? Like they still have the paperwork and everything, and they renew their documents, they just don't live here at all. So I would be okay with their like kids, grandkids, whoever moving back in. I would be GG with that. I think it would be an improvement. You can get a lot of time off if you get pregnant. Yeah, you can get the entirety of your pregnancy plus 1 year after your pregnancy. The problem is that like you gotta keep the kid afterwards. And I don't really want, I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about that recently, if I ever want to have kids. I don't know. I'm not sure. I was thinking about something else though. You know how old people tell you that when you get older, you're gonna start really wanting kids? I was thinking about that recently because I was reading some research. I was doing some personal research because I've noticed some changes in my hormonal levels. And it turns out that people get really fucking horny, women especially, when they come closer to being 30. I think that's what they're talking about. I don't really know if they are talking about wanting to have kids. I think they're just talking about how when you get older as a woman you want to bang a lot, and then it happens that you stay pregnant. Especially previously it used to happen because they didn't have access to as many types of protection that we do have right now. I think that's what they are talking about, because I never really experienced the want to have kids when it comes to that. Who else is gonna defend us from Russians? I am. It's not gonna be your infant. Well, you give birth to a kid, you think straight out of the womb he's gonna pick up a rocket launcher and run to the front line? Nah, you gotta raise that shit. For 18 years? The Russian's gonna be here in 5. What's your 5-year-old gonna do? Have you seen an average 5-year-old? They can't walk properly. They stumble around the place. That fucker's not gonna know how to aim a sniper. You're gonna have to be defending us, Kim. It's on you. It is on you personally. We are going to be the two of us climbing the branches of trees with snipers to shoot at them. We gotta take in some responsibility. Hordes on non-whites? Holy shit, that's a ridiculous thing to say. Nope, you're getting timed out. You're getting banned next time you say something like that. I ain't allowing racist bullshit in my chat. Where was I? Where was I? I live in Dalmatia and I would love if they return. God knows that area needs more life and revitalization. Yeah, same here. That's also why I'm happy with foreigners moving in. Like, we have lots of people from Nepal coming into these parts of country now because they are working on construction and stuff. I'm happy about it. I'm really, really happy about it. You know how much more life there is in the village? It's like, I saw a whole family recently. It sounds stupid, but I saw a whole family recently. I have never seen like a huge family just walking around. It was like 2 women, and they had those like little baby. But the fuck do you call those little wheelie things to put babies in? I forgot the English word, but you know what I mean, right? There were 2 women with like really, really small, tiny babies, and then there was some kids walking around, and there was some dudes. Everyone was like, you know, a really young, huge family, and they were just chilling around, walking, talking. It was great. It was great. So, yeah, I hope more of them move in. They're also really, really nice people. They come to the shop sometimes where I work. They're really, really nice people. They're really, really cool. They're trying to learn English. Most of them don't know English, so they will use like the online translators to figure out what they want to say to you. But they are picking up on English really, really quickly. So it's a cool thing. They come home sometimes. Every once in a while they come home to visit their families. So when they go home, they will empty out the entirety of the shop from OG Croatian things. Like, they come to the shop and they have those huge, you know, there's like mountain hiking backpacks, the huge ones, the size of a tiny kid. They come in with those and they're like, hey, can you give us like OG Croatian stuff? Because we want to bring OG Croatian stuff back to our family. And then we go through chocolates, and we go through the chips aisles, and we go through like all the snacks that we have, and we collect like a huge little pile of it on the counter, and they buy all of it. They buy all of it to bring home because they're so happy to be bringing Croatian snacks to their families. So they're really, really cool people. I really, really like them, and I think they're great, and I think they're bringing great stuff to the village, and I think it's also great, of course, to have lots of new construction places being popped up and, you know, working. So Glova and Volt, yeah, I don't have Glova nor Volt here. I live in a village, but in the city, I heard that they do work. I've never really used the services. I'm a village person. Glova and Volt don't come to the village. They refuse to go drive that far away. So yeah. People in their 30s being horny. Yeah. People in their 30s, yeah, statistically. I don't know if it's about men though. I haven't read about men. So my dudes, I'm sorry. I don't know. I haven't read about you. I read about women. And yeah, it's normal for women to get really horny when you are approaching your 30s. And apparently it gets worse as you move on to your 40s. So, you know, if you're looking for a date, stop dating really young women. Why the fuck are you doing that? Just go and find someone your own age. They're gonna be great. They just have one shop, not a lot of work for delivery. It is like, it's a fucking village. We used to have a delivery service. But then it was like, the restaurant makes food, but they charge more to deliver it to you. So most people were like, why would I pay more to get food delivered to me if I can just walk outside my house, walk for 15 minutes to the restaurant and get the food for cheaper? Like, why would I pay someone to cross this mileage for me? So no one was really getting the takeout, and then they just stopped offering it. So yeah. I do have some time to hoard it. I have less time to 30 though. I'm approaching my my middle-age crisis. My middle-age crisis. Gets worse in 40s. Oh, holy shit. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry for you because you hang out with a lot of very, very pretty women. So I assume you're doing GG about that. But yeah, hope it's not too much of a struggle. Two people who worked in nursing homes, and they both say the old people there are very horny. Oh no. Have you ever seen an old person in a nursing home? They're so fragile. Oh, their bones are so fragile. Oh, they're so weak and their muscles are so mushy. How do they even do it? Do you think there's a thing like Kama Sutra, but for people whose muscles are really mushy and they can't eat? Because I don't think you can really do a cowgirl with those tiny little twiggy legs. You know what I mean? Very careful. I've never thought about that. There has to be like a problem. How do they do that? They are fragile. Have you never seen an old... I have some relatives in nursing homes. They're quite twiggy-ish. They're quite... You know how it is with old people. That's one of the things. That like when you work in a supermarket, it's a weird thing to... because like sometimes these old people annoy you, you know, and I'm like, bro, like you're annoying the fuck out of me right now. But like if I took this apple that you're bitching about and I just like smashed it into you, it would probably go straight to your ribs like in those cartoons. Old people are so fucking fragile. How do they do banging? Venereal disease. Oh shit. Need more czwarty. True. Red Cross volunteer. I occasionally visit homes for elderly and I witness a few things I would never had expected. Oh no. Oh no. You know what's in my mind right now? Those sex swings. Sex swings are on my mind. Oh, who was that king dude? Who was that royalty dude in European history who had a sex chair? Like he would lie down and then he had like a little stool thing that he would put above him so the woman would sit on that. So she would be like sitting on a chair and she would be chilling. And he also wouldn't have anyone pressuring onto his, you know, parts. You know what I mean? Do you think they got that? Like custom made shit? Because I know some old people here who are really good with making custom made like wooden furniture and shit like that. I wonder if that's like a whole business branch. Sex things for like old people. Cleansing my eyes after such occasions is a lengthy procedure. I mean, you got something fun to drink about though, don't you? It's something fun when, you know, when a bunch of friends come out to drink. Because for me, it sounds bitchy, okay? But I was like drinking with a friend just a few days ago. And he was like, oh yeah, my life sucks because I work in a supermarket and people are so annoying. Oh yeah, well my life sucks because I also work in a supermarket and people are there also annoying. Then we're bitching about it. I assume you're like the fun person at the friends going out to drink about problems group because you're like, oh yeah, you know why my life sucks? Let me explain to you the scene I saw. Let me explain it to you. And you just like destroy everyone's innocence. That seems really cool. Tito fans would be pro sex swing. You think Tito was chilling around in sex swings? Tito is addicted or associate most with sex toys. What? Why? What did he do? Did he do something? Did he do something I don't know about? Is there? I don't dare to Google this on stream. Because Tito is sexy. Oh, that makes sense. I thought there would be like a sex toy or something with him. No, I gotta check it. Tito, sex toy. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. You get some weird results, but I'm gonna tell you it's not worth Googling. That's what I'm gonna tell you. It's not worth it. It's one of those things that like you're going to see and you're gonna be like, but it won't destroy you from the inside. You know what I mean? Probably laid a lot of pipe. Definitely. Have you seen his image when he was young, my man? my man, like I've gone through a partying whole phase. That man would be a blessing. That man would be a blessing. Use VPN, Polish. but okay, fair. No, what's you think FBI is gonna be here? Like, oh hey, I see you googled Tito sex toy, and you are our biggest criminal. You think they don't have weirder people to be going against? I'm safe, my dude. I'm GG. Nah, Tito was quite hot. Tito was, at least in his youth. Have you seen young Tito? Where do I have that image of young Tito? I now always Google it whenever we talk about Tito. And then I always forget where I found it. But there's this image of him. Look at this man. Look at this man. Like, did you ever go through a whole phase? Because tell me, honestly, dare to tell me, this man is not at least 70% hotter than almost every single person you have hooked up with in your life. Almost every single one. There might have been like 1 or 2 people of his attractiveness, but almost everyone else fucking ugly, okay? This dude, I timed you out for being racist. You are not going to be calling immigrants hordes of non-whites. We ain't doing that shit. If you disagree with me about immigration, you're gonna do it with very carefully picked language, because the second I sense any sort of racism, you're gonna get timed out. Men are all gross? No! I hooked up with a dude once because he told me that he makes burek. It's like, you know what burek is? His job was making burek. That was his way to like enter the conversation with me. He was like, hey girl, you come here often? I make burek for a living. I think about him sometimes. I hope his career went well. You wouldn't smash Tito? Is there Russophobia, racism? I mean, it's not a race. But then also, like, racism itself is kind of dumbass term, isn't it? I guess it is. I think in a way it is. Racist against Europeans? How can I be racist against Europeans? I am European. Yeah, the cup is getting bigger and bigger, actually, though. It does. Gross, ugly, hairy things called men. You know, there was a whole thing. I should make a bot, like, when you try to strike someone for being Russophobic, the bot should congratulate them. You like strike Vicky Russophobic, and the bot is like, congratulations, Vicky, for being very based. All of your strikes are deleted forever. You don't think someone can be racist against their own race? I don't think I am at all. I do think people can have internalized racism in this very much same way people can have internalized sexism, for example, definitely. I don't really think it's something that you can be in any sort of a way observing here. There's Burak, there's Pita. Oh shit, yeah, the big conversation. The big conversation. Who's that? I've got no idea who that is. Good hair though. Let me do this. Oh! I don't know USA people, my dudes. I don't know USA people, okay? I read about them. You are overestimating the amount of my caring for USA politicians if you think I should know who this dude is. Internalize your hatred for whites and are basically a race traitor. Bro, I'm GG with I'm in whites. Like Frenchies are whites. I can't really. I feel like when you say hate for whites, I feel like you are lumping in a lot of groups of whites together. I'm not really feeling comfortable with that, you know. You're like, hey Vicky, what do you think of white race? And then I'm like, oh, there's a lot of parts of it. Which is, by the way, why racism itself. I know people sometimes are like, oh yeah, calling Russophobia racism is stupid. But like, racism is a very vague term in the first place, and it's defined differently in like USA than it is in Europe already. It's always I think we talked about this previously, about that one American woman being like, oh yeah, World War II was basically white people and white people, right? Because Germans are white and then Jews are also white. And she doesn't see it as two separate races, but like in European minds, it was always seen as two separate races. Because I feel we mush up races with ethnicities while Americans just do the race thing. So, yeah, basically. Chaos. No, Russomesia is just based. I am for prejudice, equality, everyone should get shit. I actually agree with that. There's something really, really fun with mocking everyone. There's a problem when you do these types of jokes, you know? Like, I could do like, oh, white people ain't shit joke. And there's going to be someone in chat bitching about my hatred for white people, taking it too seriously, you know what I mean? And then I can't really do that. It's not allowed. You gotta be really careful about the types of people that you surround yourself with. Moderators, I am a god of this chat, okay? My moderators are chilling. I do have them. I've got no idea who my moderators are. But my VIPs are basically moderators when I remember to turn on the bot. Latino Americans doing DNA tests. One black girl was scared of European heritage and she didn't want to be white. Oh shit. Oh crap. I don't know who Vlad NCL is, but Finister is... Who's Vlad NCL? Can I Google that person? I'm gonna get some... Who's the other one? Let me see. Oh, I've got no idea who that is. Oh, I genuinely got no idea who that is. I've never seen that one. I thought you might be talking about the other. What's the name of the other one? There was one, I saw his clip on Instagram a few days ago. Oh no, your message wasn't checked by mods. I didn't allow your message to go through. Twitch was like, hey, do you want to allow this message to go through? And I thought it was a retarded message, so I didn't allow it. But I saw a clip on Instagram a few days ago of some Twitch streamer. And he's from Finland too, I think. But basically, someone in chat was like, oh, damn, dude, you're wearing a dress on stream? Because it was like his first time wearing a dress. And the streamer was like, yeah, of course. I'm Finnish, I drink beer, I play video games for a living. Of course I was gonna start wearing dresses on stream. I thought that one was really hot. But I haven't saved his account, so I don't know who he is. Finster? I think Finster is amazing. I like Finster. I genuinely like Finster. Wait, I didn't click on shit. Why did I not click on shit? Why did I click on shit is a good question. Why did I click on shit? Why do I ever click on shit? I should never be clicking on shit. I should never be clicking on anything ever in my existence. SubDB. It's the casual thing. Damn, DB, you into Russian men? Your Russophobia is weaker than I thought it would be. Bro, embarrassing. I don't know, I would never see a Russian man and go, whoa. I would never do that. I'm just saying, I would never do that. Tito living in 20s and being a trap. You're gonna start another Yugoslav war. I'm gonna start another Yugoslav war. Oh shit, yeah, Twitch TOS. That's true. All praise to the... Who owns Amazon? Bezos! All praise to Bezos. I love bald men very much.
О, ладно. Вот бы сейчас посмотреть по ТВ, как Европа замерзает. Электричества нет. канализацию прорвало. Холодно. Замерзаем.
Замерзаем. Да тише вы. Мы самая богатая энергетическая сверхдержава, черт возьми. Уверен, Путин во всем разберется и поможет нам.
А я спустил все деньги на войну и убийство украинцев. Аж теплее стало. Угу.
Я же говорил, лучший президент в мире.
See, exactly. Why is there an emote of that fucker? But yeah, basically, yeah, true. Whenever I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking so much of Bezos. I'm thinking so much of Bezos. I just love him. I've got a little shrine to him. I can't show it to you right now for evidence, but I've got a little shrine to the man, and yeah, just big fan of the dude. Don't ban me, please. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with my free time if he bans me. I take this as sanity thing. I take this as like a sanity thing, you know. I go insane at my work and then I come home and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be streaming and I'm gonna be having some chilling with like normal people. It doesn't really work, but you know what I mean. This one?
Finally, to find out if I'm 100% Puerto Rican. I really hope that I get full 100% Mexican, 100% Mexican. If I don't get 100% Mexican, I'm gonna be sad.
I'm from the DR and Sri Lanka, so like.
Was there ever a
but my mom's last
result which was like 100% something?
Okay, so it's been about 4 or 5 weeks. We finally got the results.
Was that ever a thing?
Nervous.
Can you beat 100% something?
Yes, I don't know what I am. I'm having an identity crisis. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I'm worried.
Well, like Americans, all of them.
Oh, we're in.
Okay, what do we do?
Oh my gosh, I'm 71.9% European. Hey! Spanish and Portuguese, 69.8.
Okay, Rosalia.
0.3% Italian. No wonder I like pasta so much. Why is this?
I love them. I love them so much. It's such a USA thing.
Like, white.
And American is that race? Mexican isn't race? Oh shit. They can't be Mexican.
Which one?
44% European.
Okay, I can see.
I mean, what did you expect?
I was expecting more.
What did you expect?
46.9% East Asian Indigenous American.
Okay.
Oh, look, really?
Okay. I got those native roots, you know, I'm very in touch. 1% Jewish. What's up? Where's Mexico?
Oh my god, I'm not white.
Where's
Like at all.
Mexico?
I'm mostly Central and South Asian. Southern Asian, 45%. We knew that. Southern Indian and Sri Lankan, 40%.
Hey, yo, Anil, how are you doing?
Shocker. The other 36% is Sub-Saharan African. Are we surprised? No. Oh no.
I like him. Oh, European. She has something European.
That is an amount I can.
10%.
So my mom is from the Dominican Republic. That didn't show up here at all. So where did they come from?
Oh, you changed your name, nice.
Oh my god.
Did your account get banned?
88.7% European. Spanish and Portuguese, I'm 85.4%.
So no Italian.
No Italian.
No Italian, Lamar.
I'm gonna call my mom about this. The comments are gonna be like, she's not even.
Are you even Latina at this? I'm kidding.
I am.
Please.
Okay, the report.
We don't want to kick you out from the team.
40.9% East Asian and Indigenous. I wanted 70 or 80.
You're 4% less colonized than I am. Congratulations.
From Spanish and Portuguese, 27%.
Welcome to the team.
No, it's like
What
kids.
surprised you the most?
They do this thing with these shows where they like you get kids. And then these kids comment on stuff they don't know shit about. You know what I mean? It's like when they do those things where they go to the street and then ask people questions and they pick out the teenagers because like, you know, teenagers are kind of dumb, but also they feel kind of pressured to play along. So they won't tell you to fuck off with your stupid questions. But also, like, they don't really have proper answers. So they turn out looking really, really stupid. It's basically that. I feel like most people are stupid when it comes to most topics. But old people, when like random ass reporters approach them on the street or whatever, they just tell them to fuck off, you know? That's what you do once you're in your late 20s. You tell them to fuck off. Someone approaches you on the street like, hey, how would you rate this woman on this picture from 1 to 10? And someone in like normal age with a fully developed brain is gonna be like, fuck off. Why are you speaking to me? While some teenager is gonna be like, oh, fun. And then they try to answer and then they look really dumb. And this is that, but in a little show form. Yeah, like of course they're kind of stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. It's young people. Young people are kind of dumbass. Wait, what did I want to click on? Oh, this. Have you seen St. Petersburg burning? Magdan's burning. Oh, Magdan's apartment building. I read apartment burning. I was like, nice. Current temperature -41. What? Bro, what? Bro, that's 41. What are we having? We're having -1. And I'm kind of freezing my ass. -41? Maybe he just doesn't target dum-dums. Look, it's Russian society, okay? It's like, it's a different rate of dump to non-dump people. No, the dogs. Oh no, the dogs. Was that a baby? Was that a baby little dog? That was a baby and he's cold. There's a little baby and he's cold.
Вот, на улицу выходим. Это нам предложили поставить баки.
That's sad. That's very, very sad. Poor little puppies. They didn't ask for it. -1 last week almost died. Yeah. We're having -1 right now. I thought it would be like -15 when I looked. I was like, let me find the temperature so I can tell to people that it's -15. No, it's -1. It's -1. I just... To be fair, I love it. I hate summers. I hate summer. I hate the heat. I despise it so much. Nothing worse than like everyone sweating around. Premium privilege of being old to get to tell people to sod off and not bugger me with idiocies. I mean, you can tell that to them now. You don't have to wait until you're almost dead. You can tell that to people now. Why aren't you telling people now to fuck off? Tell them to fuck off. Trust me, it feels really good. It feels really good. I do it sometimes. Tell people to fuck off. Did it last time when we had some stupid ass referendum in Croatia against the introduction of euro. And they approached me on the street to sign the referendum, and I told them to fuck off. It felt good. It felt good. It was like, okay. -13. Oh shit. Look, I've got -1 and it's worse. I've got -1 and it's worse than anything. So I'm freezing my ass off. That too. Like, you can't even feel the difference. You're cold. You don't know. It's like having to wake up in the morning. I've noticed that. It doesn't matter if I have to wake up at like 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. I don't like being awake. so I'm gonna be grumpy and I'm gonna hate everything. And it genuinely doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter how many hours of sleep I get, right? I've noticed that. It doesn't matter how many hours of sleep I get. I hate waking up in the morning. I go to bed really, really early sometimes. I get like 8 hours of sleep properly, like a normal fucking human. I wake up early in the morning. I'm still grumpy. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate summers and I hate early mornings. It should be legal, both of those. I should be having the allowance to just sleep through both of them. Like a bat, like a fucking bat. -20 and no heating for 2 weeks and still had 18 degrees indoors. Nice. Was it one of those situations where like you have an apartment surrounded by a bunch of other apartments who are heating you up? I would trade -1 for a whole summer of 34 fucking Celsius and the sweating and the humidity. Oh man. Oof. I feel cursed by having to live through a global warming thing. I wish I was living through an ice age incoming. Hey, I started eating When I say I started eating properly, I started eating properly yesterday. I started taking in those diet supplements. I started taking in iron, by the way. I fucked up my iron levels. Is it iron? Железо, bro. I fucked up my iron levels. I got up yesterday. I was squatting and I got up and the world went black and I was like, oh, it's like back in high school. I feel like a teenager again. And then I was like, wait, this is not normal. So I went to the pharmacy and she was like, yeah, take these iron little bullshits. It's like little prashak. What's prashak in English? I don't know, you just and you insert it. But I've tried to figure out a healthier diet for myself as a result, because I'm trying to lose weight, but then I gotta take health to ingest enough of everything with the stuff that I am allowing myself to eat. Doesn't matter if the alarm goes off at 5 a.m. or 11 a.m. It's too early, whatever. I just talked to a dude today at the store. I mean a dude, an old man. He's like in his 70s. And I'm bitching to him because I woke up at 5:30, went to the store, opened up, got everything prepared, and he was there. He was, I think, one of the first people there, right? And I was grumpy because I didn't have time to drink my coffee. I didn't have time to like sit and think about how much I don't want to be there. So I'm there and I'm in bad mood. And he's like, yeah, I'm also in bad mood because I have to go to the hospital today. So, you know, like we were both in bad mood. And I was like, yeah, okay, you got up early because you have to go to the hospital, whatever. And he's like, yeah, but like I usually also hate being awoken by an alarm when I, like on other days when I don't have to go to a hospital this early. And I was like, what, you have an alarm to wake you up? Like, he doesn't have a job. I know he has a pension. Why would you be having an alarm wake you up? So I'm like, why do you even have an alarm to wake you up in the morning? And he's like, so I have enough time to make lunch. So lunch is prepared around noon. So then I'm like, what does this man eat for lunch daily? And I'm like, when's your alarm clock? And he says 10. He has an alarm clock at 10 in the morning to wake him up. And he feels as grumpy at 10 in the morning as I feel at 5:30. And I was like, all right, okay, fair. You get me. You get what I mean. I like it. Fucking 10 in the morning. Oh, they're so cool. I love them so much. Yeah, my lights are fucking chaos. It's Christmas thingy. I'm doing a room redecoration starting next month because I was really poor this month, okay? I stashed away a lot of cash money and then we had some family bills that we needed to pay, some family debt. So we paid all of it, but I was left without money. I got my paycheck today. Like as of today, I have cash money again. I didn't have cash money for the past few weeks, like at all to spend. So I'm planning some redecoration with like proper lights and everything. But for now, you have the Christmas chaos that's going on in the back. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you deserve. Only outside insulation of my walls is 20 centimeter worth of material. Bro, that's actually good, isn't that? What's the proper amount of insulation? We just got 15 centimeters styropor installed to the house. It's good. It's good. It helps. Debate. What would you debate on Ukraine? The fuck do you think there is to debate on Ukraine? There's nothing to be debating. You like waking up at 6? Having my coffee at 7:15 in a local coffee bar? Just enjoying alone? Aww. Job's kind in a way now. I understand that. I see the sentiment. Yeah. I feel similarly. Like I had a whole schedule when I wasn't working. And now it's ruined. Because I have to work. It's destroyed. Dudes never get a job, okay? The Twitch chatters never get a job. Just don't do it. Or get a job so you can pay me a subscription. But get a good one. Don't get a supermarket one. You don't want to be working in a supermarket. Grandmas are really, really annoying. Not yours maybe, but the other ones. Montenegro. I should go to Montenegro. They have a whole competition over who can sleep the longest. I would win. Is it legal to have 2 jobs? Can you do that legally? Cinematographic success?
Поплыли туманы над рекой, выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой. Выходила на берег Катюша, на высокий берег, на крутой.
Oh, it's
Выходила, песню
this.
заводила, про степного сизого орла, про того, которого любила.
Famous about the dead husband.
Ночи письма берегла, про того,
No, I don't know.
которого любила, про того, чьи письма берегла.
Eurojackpot. I play for Eurojackpot. Never got it. Let's sign a deal. We're signing a deal in this chat unofficially. If either of us get a jackpot, we have to split it. Deal. Deal. Because I'm playing and I've never gotten it. I get enough to pay the next month sometimes, right? I get enough to play it again. I never get enough to like actually earn some cash money, which is bullshit because like it keeps me playing. It keeps me playing. Bullshit. Medals for snipers to aim properly. 50 kunas, nice! My uncle once got 3,000 kunas. That was, I think, the biggest win in the family because no one else got that amount of money and a lot of them play. Topsen's stream on kick. Topsen's gonna fuck their mom and then ban them. What do you mean? Oh man, I gotta watch him. And he was picking the apartment last time. It was so fun. He was picking an apartment. And he was looking into fancy, expensive apartments in Ukraine. You know how many of them were cool? There's one of them. It reminded me of my relatives in Serbia. There's one of them, and like a whole wall of the apartment is like a huge photo image of an aquarium. There's like fishes and everything. It's like bright blue. It's so silly little thing. But I have relatives in Serbia who have the same thing like on their wall. It reminded me of them so much. It was cool. It was cool. Go watch Topson. He's great. I love him. Might be playing the wrong numbers. How do I know? How do you know if your numbers are the wrong numbers? Isn't that the point, that you don't know if your numbers are the wrong numbers? My father always plays the same numbers. He's like, statistically, at one point I gotta win something. Never got anything. But you know, statistically, if he lost so many times with the same numbers, at one point... it's one of my favorite ways to approach the whole, you know, thing with like, yeah, one day I'll have to get something, my man. Hey, what did I want to show you, by the way? I had, wait, I had saved Dennis and I had saved Arthur. I basically wanted to save them because we are celebrating Russian planes being shot down from the sky.
And yes, this is the result of the yesterday's attack
Look at this thing.
of Ukrainian air defense systems on the Russian airplanes. This in particular is Illusion 22, which finally was able to land in Anapa airfield. However, as you may see from this picture,
Yeah, that
it
too.
sustained dramatic damage.
USA launched an attack. Hey, yeah, what do you guys think about that?
Of the airplane. Those
Have we
are
talked
very
about that
poor
in the
flight
last stream?
control
Probably haven't.
surfaces,
What do you guys think about that?
rudder, elevators,
What's the
vertical
feelings?
stabilizer,
What's the feelings?
horizontal stabilizer, everything of that looks like a Swiss cheese.
Bro,
I'm
again, there's
quite
nothing to debate
impressed
about
the
Ukraine.
build quality of the old
I asked you which
school
specific
Soviet
part of it you
airplanes,
want to
because
debate.
Illusion 22
I
is
ain't,
the
I ain't
modification
debating
of
vaguely.
Illusion
I ain't coming
18 that was
into your
built,
stream to
as I
listen to like
remember, in
conspiracy theories, my
50s.
dude.
Yes, the first flight was in 1957. I put this image into the standard Photoshop editor. I want to overexpose it to see the details of the structural damages of the airplane, to see the elevator out there. So I expose it a lot, and here you can see the damages to the elevator. Those are crazy holes down there. And the horizontal stabilizer. This hole over
What,
here
really?
is not because of the
Then it's
shrapnel
being
or
lost?
something. This is the exhaust of the auxiliary
Doesn't
power
still
unit,
translate
but
Arestovich?
this
No,
won't
he
predate
doesn't.
the damage
He
to
doesn't.
the
He
airplane.
hasn't
This
looked at
particular hole
Arestovich
and
for a long
this
time.
part is missing. Why this airplane was continue flying
I
after
don't know
this
if he did
severe
it in
damage,
some streams I
because it
missed.
is
But
relatively
in the last
a
few streams I was there,
low-speed
nope.
airplane
Nope.
with standard rectangular wing. If it was a fast jet, obviously
Mate,
the
listen,
load
I do
on the
this thing where
airfoils
I'm
is much
not
higher compared to this airplane.
going
For example,
to
the
give
other
platform
surveillance
to
airplane
people
which
who
Russia
believe in
actually
conspiracies.
lost last evening,
I don't
Ilyushin
believe there's
76,
anything
which
to
was
debate on
converted
Ukraine
into
unless you
A-50
believe in
Russian
conspiracies.
AVAX modification.
There's like
We have the
genuinely
official
nothing
confirmation
that
Ukraine shut
a
down
sane
the
person would
airplane,
disagree with
and
me on.
that was indeed a
Unironically,
real
I'm
fat
holding on this, right?
target. The price of the airplane starts from $330
Unironically, the
million,
I'm holding on this.
and the last modification costs around $500 million. This
There's
guy here
absolutely
costs
nothing when
around
it comes to
$30
like the
million and
validity
is
of this
used
invasion.
as a command center.
The,
so inside there were some of the VIP
whether we should be helping
Russian
Ukraine,
commanders. By the way,
ways we should be helping Ukraine, whether Ukraine deserves to be helped.
exactly the same
Like, the fuck is there to be
using the
debating
Panzer
on? I'm not
air
even sure like what you would be
defense
debating
system.
on
I still think that
here,
there
you know
were
what I
some of
mean?
the casualties on board
What is
of
there to
this
debate?
airplane, because
Unless
crew
you're trying to be
requested the
grifting.
medical assistance just before landing, and also we got the report
It's an old
that
photo
they
of a
had
plane.
couple of
Danny is
engines
not
being
doing
shut
his
down. It means that
reverse
not just
Google
the
image
tail
search.
part was damaged, but also some central area with lots of the antennas and critical equipment. So for sure this airplane will never fly again and just lost its value. As for the shrapnel, it is a classical ground to
Oh, I
air
don't
or
do
air
armchair
to air
warlord
missile,
thing
which
though.
explodes not then it touches the airplane, but
Don't you do
very
the armchair
close,
warlord
releasing
thing?
many of the objects like small metal
The thing that like,
balls
oh yeah,
or nails
Ukraine's gonna lose this war,
penetrate everything around. Could it be
which is
a
what we've seen
Patriot system?
when
Well,
Russia
I
invaded
would
already.
wait for that. One more photo of the damaged Ilyushin 22 appeared
Like, what
on the
is there to
internet.
debate?
So
What is there to
clearly a
debate? Shall we
huge
all
devastation
draw
to
our
the
own
empennage.
theories on
The
how this war is
critical
going to
force
continue and
elements
how many
are
lives are
damaged
going to be
for
lost, and then
sure.
we're going
One
to
goes
try and
in
figure out which
forward
one of us
part
is more
and the
correct,
other
despite the fact that
goes
we can't
in
know which
this
one of us is more
part
correct.
to which the rudder is attached. So for sure this airplane
There's nothing
is
to debate
no
on.
go. Also with this square they hide the number of this airplane, unfortunately. But I'm sure that we're gonna find out the registration number of this
Nah,
airplane.
refuse the
And A-50 crew is now looking
I
for
refuse
lost
the
ship.
last
Let's
debate
hope they
proposed by
find it. Based
Slavic
on some
Slav
of the
for the
data,
same
the
reason
flights
too.
were conducted
I don't think there's
very
anything to
close
debate.
Berdiansk,
I don't think that there's
the
anything to
northern
debate.
part of the
I know you
Azov
mentioned
Sea.
having
In
the
this
same
case,
conversation that you
Patriot
had
air
with
defense
Dylan, but like
system was
genuinely.
able to reach
You know, we
those
talked about this in the last stream
airplanes.
too.
Also,
The
we got
one thing that I
information that there
do
was a fighter jet
not really hold
flying
against
nearby.
Dylan because he's a
Some
content
sources
creator,
say
right?
that it was Sukhoi
But like I feel a lot
Su-30,
of times
and some say
he
that
was
it
doing
was a
these
fighter bomber Sukhoi
debates as a
Su-34,
grifting
which
thing,
was
and I
also
don't know
tagged
how I
by
feel
the
about him doing the
ground-to-air
debates.
missile, but
I
managed
think
to get
his
away
reporting
from
was a
the
great
missile.
thing and
Russia
everything,
had around
but like,
8 of the
oh
A-50
man, the Yankee
airplanes
tanky
in
thing
their
was
fleet, and just 3 of
the
them
Yankee
were
tanky thing for
flying.
me was
Now
incredibly
remain.
fucking
Those
weird. You know,
AVAX
why would you
types
give
of the
even
airplanes
time to
are
someone like that?
crucial for the modern-day war. They
And it
provide
left
the
a
Russian
sour
army
taste
with
in my
all
mouth
the
of
information
debates
about the
overall, and then
forces
the
and
debate with
about
that
the
fucker. What was the
Ukrainian
fucker's
forces.
name?
With those airplanes,
Liberty?
they are able to
Fabian
see
Liberty?
our aviation, our cruise
That too.
missiles, and
It
other
just
drones.
sometimes you
Ukraine
look
also
at
has
content
similar
like that and
tool
you're like,
because
bro,
our allies
how
sometimes
fucking
perform
immoral
their
is this shit?
surveillance missions in the skies over the Black Sea or near to Ukrainian western border. The United States drones are also capable
Oh
to
great, I
perform
think you
the
are retard.
similar job. As I told you in my last video, Russia is in lack of the resources to produce the new airplanes of A-50 type. All
He
of the
thinks maybe
old
Putin has a
technologies were
Restovich
left
family and
in
is
the Soviet
blackmailing you
Union,
with them?
and now they're not so effective.
Would you agree with that?
But the modernized version of the airplane isn't possible without the Western-made parts. Well, probably they might build the flying machine from the
Would you agree with that?
existing machines which are not flying, but in a middle-term perspective, it doesn't
Philly could
solve
say
the
the same for
problem
every
the
idiot out
Russian
there.
surveillance. You also may see that
Yeah,
Ukraine
but
is
no idea what you want them.
concentrated a lot on cutting the eyes for
More and more
Russia.
citizens
Just
who
a
have
couple of
left
weeks
Russia
ago,
dream of going
Ukraine
back because in the
demolished
West
a
there are
very
common toilets for boys and
expensive
girls
ground
everywhere. Oh shit,
radar
no
for
wait,
the
wasn't that
Russian
said by that
army,
dude?
the price of which was $250
Oh.
million. And Russia is
Saint
unable to
Petersburg
protect
one?
their own equipment. The loss which
The
they
Russian
suffered
soldiers entered
yesterday
Ukraine and they saw
evening
3
is
toilets
similar
there. They
to
saw
the
toilets for
Moscow
girls and toilets for boys, and then
shutdown. I would
the
say
third
that the
toilet for
A-50
like
airplane
people
was
without gender.
equally
And
important
in that
for
moment they
Russia.
understood
But
what they
now
are fighting
they
for.
have no eyes Still, couple
It
of
was a
those
Putin interview? Oh shit,
remain
it was
in
another one.
Russia, but they
Man.
would hesitate to fly that close.
Like, what the fuck
and
happened to
they'll
Aristowich?
have
Kind of joke.
less
Ah, makes sense,
data.
makes sense,
By
makes
the way,
sense.
because the Russian aviation was so active on the south, the experts
It's-
say that
it's
Russia
such a
might
weird
start
switch, though,
the
isn't it?
offensive
Such a weird switch
operation
of him to
very
do.
soon at this particular point, or maybe at the eastern part of Ukraine. The information comes from the Institute for the Study of War, and usually those guys have the correct information or predict something which
Wicked
usually
gender
happens,
ideology
but
indeed, my dude.
sometimes
Wicked
it
gender
doesn't
ideology.
work as
Also,
they
all of
think.
your men are
Meanwhile,
gonna be
Russian
forced to change
experts
their
and
gender.
military bloggers seriously
How does that
say
do?
that it was the Russian air defense that shot down 2 of the Russian very expensive planes. But I think that it is bullshit. How could you possibly shut down 2 of the huge targets? If you see the locator, those targets are not the same with cruise missiles. Those are much bigger. And the air defense obviously knew about this operation. Yes, sometimes there is the friendly fire from the Russian air defense towards their own airplanes, but those airplanes are much smaller, they fly at the very low altitude, and usually they shut down their own planes from the man pads, where it is hard to identify who is who. Here, if we speak about the sophisticated air defense systems,
Planky already has a
they
draft for a new law
absolutely
that you force
knew
feminism.
where the airplane was flying. Plus, the Russian planes have a special
Oh,
military
talking about Planky.
transponder.
My father thinks Milanovic is funny. My father thinks Milanovic is funny. We talked recently. He thinks he's funny. I was like, and I'm being like, oh yeah, haha, funny like a clown. Funny like a clown. A clown is funny. Funny like, ha, look at this clown trying to lead the country. Funny like that. Funny like that. I don't know. Did you time her out? I didn't time anyone out. I'm a nice person. I timed no one out. A Russian radar operator being drunk enough to see Ukrainian zeppelins on the raid. Man, I'm just happy they lost their fucking planes. I don't care who did it. I don't care who did it. I'm happy they lost them. Discussing a strategy on how to win, but not too much. You gotta leave an off-ramp for Putin. You gotta leave an off-ramp for Putin, so he is not too embarrassed, so he can take this off-ramp, and he can nicely and cozily leave and walk away from the war that he himself has started. Oba dva supala, indeed! I was thinking of that. It was a good dude, yeah, even if it was Russians, like one good Russian, whoever was drunk enough to do that. Who was drunk enough to fuck up their own planes. Yeah, that's who we count as a good one. That's who we count as a good one, okay? No one else. Not a single person else. My dude, no. Kaya? Kaya Klasnik's not general should be from Eastern Europe and a woman. The gender ideology, true. A gender ideology, and also what's that word that Americans use for like representation of minorities, but they say it as if it's a bad thing. That's that too. How dare you put Eastern Europeans to be leading an organization such like that? Horrible. Since Germany is building up its military, it means Nazis are coming back. Man, oh man, oh shit. Though I do wish that building up its military meant that it's giving lots more shit to Ukraine. I'm kind of hoping to see that. Like, we see Poland also rebuilding its military, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, GG for rebuilding your military, GG for making it stronger. Can you give lots more shit to Ukraine, please, though? Because we know where the front line is right now. Nah. Why are you preparing yourself to get invaded? Baltics at least are being smart and they are giving lots of shit to Ukraine because they know what's at stake. Germany is not reaching 2%. When Germany spends more, oh my god, Nazis. Yeah, that too. Oh, that too. Fair point. Yeah. Hey, by the way, say this video, which is on what if Ukraine wins. Should be saying when, but okay. But yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Europe should pull more of its weight. Europe should it gets stronger militarized, so it doesn't rely as much on USA, and then like literally the strongest country in Europe is actually building a stronger military, as is what everyone wanted. Oh no, now it's bad, now it's bad. Germany army take from lefty Twitter. Possibly. Very likely, very, very, very likely. Right-wing Romanian... Romanian? Right-wing, what does right-wing mean in Romania? What is right-wing in Romania? Strongest country in Europe is Europe. No, it's actually USA, because we are vassals of Europe. Did you not hear that? Had a commie protest in Berlin? No? Kaya, I like Kaya. I do think she manages. Anti-right-wing protest? Wait, that one? No. Oh. Oh, they had a proper one and then they had a separate one, which was the commie one, right? There were far more people at the anti-right-wing extremist protest than at the commie one. Why did you people have a commie protest? What's wrong with you guys?
Dealing with power outages. Like the rest of the Europe is trying to find energy from other places and stop being reliant on Russia. And it was very expensive last year. Now it's becoming more affordable. Of course, it depends where you're at. Like if you're in Germany, which is a country that relied on having 2 mass gas pipes going into its asshole from Mother Russia to itself, then well. But for the rest of us, electricity isn't an issue. Like I had some power outages, maybe like 1 in the last 6 months, but that's due to the fact that there was a nasty storm and a tree fell over the power cables. So it was fixed immediately. However, people in Moscow, they're going to have to deal with this. And by the way, winters in Moscow, I heard that they're a little bit chilly. It's like minus 20, minus 25 degrees Celsius. Yeah, and the population of Russia is aging. Like, I don't think that they're willing to start such a major conflict, basically. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the.
I know what I think. I think bullshit. This thing was like, I don't think they're willing to start that conflict like that because they rely on West too much. They had the same issue when they started this butchering. Had the same exact issue. You think they didn't rely on us previously? Like literally one of the main arguments as to why Russia is not going to go and butcher up countries around itself was that Russia wants to be good to the West. Wasn't that literally like the middle, the core of Germany's attitude towards Russia? That we could be trading them into normal civilization, basically. We could be keeping up a proper relationship with them, and then they're going to rely on us, and then we will, kind of have to cooperate, because not cooperating would destroy them economically. And look at it. So no, I don't really think that arguments make sense, because I think Putin has already shown that he is willing to destroy a lot of Russian nation just to keep the imperialism going. Pensioners? Pensioners, people are pensioners. I've been here. I've been 39 for 3 years. I have a relative who's been 25 for like, she always says for 7. It's a joke at this point that she's like, oh, I've been 25 for 7 years, but it's been years since I started saying that. I don't even know her actual age. She has to be in her 50s. Yes, I mean, you don't have to pay. I would be doing this if I was getting no money. It's just you encouraging me to come here more often. I love being here, though. I love being here. To hear some opinions from normal people, Not to speak to my anti-vaxxers in the store. Human Freedom Index, West Croatia. West Croatia, West Croatia, West Croatia. There's no Croatia on this map, so on this list, so I don't really know what's the point of writing a list if you're not gonna put that Croatia on it. And I have to look for it, I have to look through the tiny ones, I have to look through the small numbers. Oh, Croatia. Here it is, 34. We better than Slovenia? Are we better than Serbs? Heck yeah, we are. Slovaks? Slovaks? Why are Slovaks better than us? Why is Malta better than us? I am quite offended by some of these people being above us. At the same time, we're better than Serbia. L Serbs, L. Water polo. I do this thing. I live close to a bar. I don't watch sports usually, but I know how it's going because I hear people screaming from the bar. And if they scream happily, I know that we scored, and if they scream sadly, I know that we are losing. I'm not really a sport. I'm one of those people who don't really like watching sports, but I like the energy around watching sports. Does it make sense? I love it when we are at some sort of a competition and we reach a very good score, and then there's a game incoming and you go to a city and you see people wearing merch outside, and then there's dogs in merch and little kids with little flags and everything. I like that. So I'm a big fan of that. I don't really like watching sports that much, but I do like everything that comes with big sport events happening. She gets off on costumes. That too. It's like a costume is basically a uniform under a different name. A costume is basically a uniform under a different name. And to say that I don't sometimes dream of a burly man in a football costume roughing me up would be false. No, dude, it's not a career. I'm not trying to start a career. I'm genuinely using this as a mental health thing, where I come to the stream and I feel better because I love being in a conversation with people who, not only do you, I don't know if you care about the news as much as I love presenting them. I just like the fact that we can be talking about it and that you seem to be caring, but also I like the fact that we can talk about weird shit. I like the fact that we can talk about the realistic possibilities of old people having sex without breaking their little tiny brittle bones. I like the fact that I can have that. Yeah, like an outlet. Yeah, an outlet is a thing. I like that. Mentally, it's a good thing for me, right? Like you go the whole day and you always have to, pick your words. You have to pick your words and you have to be really careful, and you're like, oh yeah, I can't speak to these people because these people are anti-vaxxers, and then these people are really nationalistic, and then these people are really nationalistic but from the other side, because we have mixed nationalities in this village, and then these people are really, 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 really fucking racist. And you have to just kind of walk on eggshells the whole time, and it feels really, really good to just stand on the stream and to get a bunch of people who are normal. You guys are a blessing. You guys are a fucking blessing, right? And then after the stream, what I do is I turn on Thompson. I turn on Thompson stream. And then there, when there's someone annoying in chat, he has a whole little speech about how he's going to fuck their mothers. And it feels so nice to listen to that. I'm like, bro, this is like, I can't say that while I'm at work to anyone because I would get fired. But to see someone else so eloquently fucking someone's mother, it's a good thing. So yeah, we'd prefer if we don't have to talk about it. It just always goes that. It just goes that. It's weird. Leave me alone. So yeah, I'm GG with having a relatively small group of people who are normal. A lot of sports fans like it for those energy reasons or vibes. Yeah, that's true, because I remember... Okay, now I'm going to show my stupidity about sports. But there's a thing in football, when the player crosses some line he's not supposed to be crossing. It's like he goes behind the goalkeeper or some shit. There's a word for that. And I remember when I was... Ooh, which one of our championships was it? I don't even know. But basically it happened in one of the matches. And the thing is, I I didn't know what it was, right? Like, I felt like a dumbass, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah, offside, yeah. I didn't know what that means. So I'm trying to talk to people around me who know more about football, and they don't know what it means. They have no idea what it means. You would be surprised at how many football fans, full football gear, full merch wearing, right? You walk to them and you're like, hey, what's this? What's offside? And they tell you, oh, it's some dumb rules thing. They made up some rules to make the game less fun. That's what it is. They don't know. They don't care about the stupid sport. So yeah, I agree. I think most of us are just kind of enjoying it. I've learned what it is because I was Googling it. Because I saw someone post on Facebook on how many stupid football fans don't know. And I wanted to be better informed than those stupid football fans. And that's why I learned. It was out of rage. By the way, DB, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. I'm calling me a nerd. But thank you for the sub. Me debating with Bopal if we'd be okay with eradicating of 114 millions of Russians or 138 would suffice. Someone's gonna get banned from Twitch, and then we gotta have to switch to Kick, and Kick is green. Kick is green. Okay? Twitch is purple, which is a nice color, and I like purple. Kick is green. Do you like green? You listen, so you didn't like green. You didn't like green. I go to Kick, I see everything green. I'm like, why is this green? It's like puke color. It's puke. Why is it green? Ew. You don't want to go to a green website. Gotta be smart about it. Okay? If you're gonna be hateful, you can be hateful in my YouTube chat because no one watches that. Oh shit, I clicked on the link to open in my chat preview, and now I don't know how to close that shit. This isn't even the first time it has happened. Not even the first time it has happened. Complete ban on Russian real estate transactions. Finnish defense minister said he's working on a complete ban on real estate transactions in Finland for Russian citizens. Man, nice. Do you even have a Kick account? I do. I watch Dobson with it. That's what I do with my Kick account. I watch Dobson. I go there to talk to Dobson, to mock him. I like that emote. There's an emote on Kick, and it's the B1, and I use that one. I spam that one. I like it. Kawasaki green fast. Okay, fair. I would have to download the app, and my poor phone has no memory anymore because of the damn Call of Duty. You play Call of Duty Mobile Edition? My brother plays that. He's trying to get me to join. Is it Call of Duty or is it another shooting one? It's a shooty one. It's a shooty one. Have to be able to suck up to Thompson. Oh man, I wanted to make some sort of a joke like that. I don't remember what the joke was, but on his last stream, because when he was on Twitch, I used to be like mocking the dude. Like I called him cute and shit. And then he switched to Kick, and I was like nicer to him in Kick. I wasn't really poking him that much. And on the last stream, there was a time where I could have made a joke, and I was like, nah. Kick Thompson is different from Twitch Thompson. You know what I mean? It's a different person. I have to be nice to this one. Bhopal, if there's a group that someone could realistically discriminate against, I'm pretty sure Bhopal would be discriminating against them. It's killing my phone, but I can't stop playing. Oh man. You know what I've downloaded recently? Magic. Goddamn Magic Arena. It's a tough game to play. I hate that stupid ass game. I'm trying so hard to win. It's not working. I hate it. I genuinely hate it. It's bullshit. I don't even know why I'm losing. I'm not supposed to be losing because I'm doing nothing wrong. I have a good deck and everything. I'm just losing. Fuck fun games. They should be illegal. He's pretending he's not an asshole on Kick. Yeah. And then I want to poke him sometimes. I want to joke with him and I want to poke him. And I'm like, no, he's nice. He's nice on Kick. He's trying to be nice on Kick, you know? I can't really do the mocking Thompson thing anymore. I miss him when he was on, Twitch, and he was really, really hateful, and then I didn't have to care about being nice to them. I have a good deck. I actually have a good deck. I got a blue-yellow one. I don't know if it is blue-yellow, but I got a cool one and it's really, really good. I keep on losing anyways. Teamfight Tactics is starting a new ranked season soon, by the way, in like a week. So I'll be going there to lose there too, so... Gamer girl. Hey, we didn't watch the Russian video. We didn't watch the Russian video. You destroyed my attention span. You're my TikTok. You're my TikTok. That's what you are.
Я надеюсь, что будет все хорошо, что Россия у нас большая, и она победит.
Damn, now that I think about it. You know how people on TikTok fuck up their attention span? Because they watch videos overlaid on top of videos, right? So you will be watching a video of like a podcast happening, and then on the bottom someone's cutting salad. And that messes up your attention span. Do you think I'm doing the same thing because I'm watching videos and there's chat? Do you think that's that? You people are my salad cutters. You people are my salad cutters. That's why when I'm alone I don't even watch like the news videos, I just quickly skip through them. It's because I have no attention span at all. It's your fault. It's your fault. When I go to therapy, you will be paying for it. Actual gypsy gang in my town who are stealing kids and selling them abroad. We got a gang here, they steal your dogs. They steal your dogs and they sell them around. So, but we don't have anything that serious, holy crap. Therapy is free. For me. Not for you, because you're paying for the sub. We should turn this into mental health chats. We should do the Dr. K thing in which you speak about your problems sometimes, so it doesn't seem like I'm the only mentally unwell person in the vicinity. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I share a lot. I feel like I share a lot, and I feel like you people are all sane, and that seems impossible. Cringe fat acceptance videos are a hobby I watch when drinking booze. Ooh, you wanna see some cringe that I watch? Shit, hope you don't see any titties. Hope you don't see any titties. Hope there's no titties to be seen. Hope there's no titty around. What do I see? I don't want for you, I want following. There's 2 accounts that I follow on Threads, and I don't know their names. Is it you? No. And one of them is posting grifters with pseudoscience shit. No. But this one's also good. This account is good. This dude, he makes, he's making like stuff to add to apps that would be the worst idea ever. But like sometimes they're genuinely good. So this is a Workday feature for HR rep to record a video explaining to the employees' kids why they were fired. Ready to fire Cliff? To proceed, please record a quick video explaining to Rodney and Kim, pictured above, why Daddy is losing his jobs. Avoid big words like downsizing or headcount, since Cliff kids are young. So I like him, I like this one. But there's another one. Oh, it's Mallory. I think it's Mallory. Yeah. And they're posting videos of like misinformation influencers. And there's a specific one that they post recently a lot. It's this one. It's this woman who is charging you cash money to go take her course so she can teach you how to get your womb to be working. Like you gotta be into your feminine energy, and then if you're in your feminine energy, your womb is gonna start working and you will stop being infertile. just ridiculous, just a dumbass thing, and people are actually paying. Yeah, people pay cash money to this woman to teach them how to start being fertile again. It's just silly. She did post about other people too. For example, she's posting stuff like this, you know, how they're like bitching about water being in plastic bottles, so you should actually buy like my bottles because they're not plastic, and then they later film themselves drinking juice from a plastic bottle, stuff like that. It's basically just complaining about the influencers. I think this one even. I think No, not this one. Or maybe this one? One of them. I don't know which one of them. But one of these influencers that she is posting is the one who was on... wait, I'm going to show you that, but later. I'm going to finish my sentence. The one who was on TikTok, and she said that you don't actually need glasses. Society has lied to you to tell you that you need glasses. What you just need is to get in tune with your energy, and that is going to improve your eyesight. Like, you don't actually need glasses. Capitalism has lied to you that you need glasses. And it's one of these women that she's posting about who is now selling fertility classes, but I don't know which one because they're all the same. Like, what's the difference between this one and this one? It's the same person. This one's a dude at least, so I can tell that one apart.
14.5-hour flight to Qatar and a 4.5-hour flight from Qatar to Kolkata. Many of you asked me how I hack jet lag and things like that. Well, I'll certainly, wait to eat until it's the eating time in my final destination. Even though it's 2 a.m. right now. Get an exercise session in, do some grounding and earthing, and stay very well hydrated. But a few other things. I'm wearing a Lamb's EMF blocking cap and top, and the No Choice EMF blocking bottom. I do the entire flight, don't laugh, both a melatonin suppository and an NAD suppository up my wazoo.
He's getting melatonin from his hat, by the way. He's getting melatonin from his fat. So, from his hat. So yeah, that's good. Does it energy work for big Europeans? Test it out. I'm gonna start selling that. That's going to be my place. These people are earning a lot of money. I'm gonna join them, and I'm gonna be selling you courses on how to energy yourself into getting a bigger dick.
Relaxation effects.
I watch Twitch streams in like the lowest possible resolution, to be honest. Oh shit, this one. Look at this one.
This is gonna make you guys laugh.
Oh, this is the worst one I've seen.
Okay, major proof that these supplements are working was found in my last fertile window and ovulation that just passed. I had so much gorgeous fertile cervical mucus, and I sent the most feral ovulation text. I told the guy I'm dating I could not wait to smell him, and that an important part of merging our lives is merging our microbiomes. Feral. I love it. This is the best review I've heard on her package in a long time.
Disgusting. He's making these women into incels. No one's gonna be dating these weirdos.
Very strong ovulation. This review.
Yeah, ridiculous. Leave me alone. Look, leave me alone. Leave my 540p alone. Look at this woman steaming her coochie. Okay, have some priorities. Why are you mocking me? Why are you mocking me? I forgot to change my resolution. I wanted to try and change it. But why are you mocking me when there's people steaming their coochies over some bucket? Huh? Who's doing more harm to society? Come on, be real with me. Be real. If you had to like make a list, if you had to make a pyramid of harm to society being done, I would not be on top of that list. People like that would be on top. Fuck. Oh, parasite cleanse too. See these? They sell these little things, and then you take a shit, and then you look into your shit, and you see parasites in it. Or you don't, but it still counts. You'd be on top for sure, maybe twice. Oh, fuck. I walked into that one. I walked right into that one. What is it with my stream resolution though? No one was even mentioning that, and in the last stream someone pointed it out, and now you're all like little spoiled brats who used to watching streams in 180 or something. Bastards. She's steaming. There's this idea that if you steam your vagina, you're gonna take the bad shit out. Basically, what's the word? Detoxification of your coochie. What an awful day to learn something new about human degeneracy. Yeah. But, listen, I was on Croatian Reddit yesterday. And there was this woman complaining about having huge pussy lips. And then there were a bunch of dudes in the comments who didn't know there were different sizes to those things existing. And lots of them were very supportive of her, actually. So, look, there's hope. There's hope for people. Also, I started doing Pilates. It's horrible. Don't do it. Start a scam of my own? Yeah, no, you can't. I said I'm gonna start small penis scam. It's all in your head because you don't value yourself. No, I'm starting the small. We're gonna start it together. I'm gonna use you as the example. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be like, guys, actually, here's my 10 advice on how to grow your penis to a huge size. It's definitely true. Ask this dude here. And then you walk there and you're like, when I was younger, yesterday, it was 3 millimeters in size. And now is the first time I actually was able to find it without using a microscope. Thank you, Vicky, so much. And then we're gonna get so much cash money. Jackson Hinkle's gonna give us money. Did you know Jackson Hinkle has a tiny penis? Why do we always go into these stupid ass conversations when we in the stream? But Jackson Hinkle, there was this tweet that he supposedly made. Yeah. About how small penises are actually good, because a small penis means you're part of aristocracy. And then someone went to Instagram of his former fiance and asked her, does Jackson Hinkle actually have a tiny penis? And she was like, yeah, lol. Yeah, true. Helped a lot of people find their stream. Thank you. I'm gonna tell people to wear glasses. I'm gonna be the enemy of that woman who thinks you shouldn't wear glasses. My piece of advice is gonna be like, just put your glasses on back. Just put them on. Come on. The big one wouldn't fit in my head. Yeah. Why are we watching this, by the way? Why the fuck are we watching this? Wellness Space, I ain't watching those weirdos. Do you watch Taylor Swift videos? 3 dimensions. Ayo, Hunter! Ayo! How's life? Oh yeah, the sub. Miloš Bikovic.
Recently, HBO announced that he will be joining the cast for the season 3 of White Lotus, a relatively
Also, what is the
popular
White
dark
Lotus?
comedy/drama show. What HBO forgot to mention is that Milos also has openly supported the annexation of Crimea.
Is it a good
and the
show?
ongoing genocidal war in Ukraine.
Because I know
Bikovic is
Netflix
also
quite often
extremely
cancels their
popular in
shows.
Russia. Actually,
So I
he's so
guess if it's not
popular
one of
that
those
he
really
received
beloved
the
ones, it may
Putin
be
Prize
going
from
down
Vladimir
anyways.
Putin in 2018.
Better than
And
Black
in
Lotus.
2021,
I've never heard of it,
Bikovic
genuinely.
was granted Russian citizenship.
Okay, I don't know
Now,
how
if
big
the
of a deal
third
this is.
season of White Lotus is still in pre-production, there's still some time to appeal to HBO.
Oh, it's still in
to
pre-production.
recast the
Oh,
role.
okay, so
But
they
if
didn't
they're
start
already
filming.
in post-production phase, well, then maybe Putin
Some
will enjoy
Serbs
the
joining
show.
some Netflix shit, who cares? Let's discuss wombs. The thing about wombs is that you gotta get into your womb energy. How many of you are... I still don't know the gender of like some of you people. But even if you're a dude, okay? You gotta get into your womb energy if you wanna be fertile. If you're not getting into your womb energy, then your swimmers are gonna be really, really slow and they're going to suck. They're going to suck and then they're going to slowly die off. I'm just saying. It's been scientifically proven. I'll have to get some womb energy. Wait. Of course. Phobic is Man. Love these stupid ass memes when they just use the liquefy tool to make him. Now guys, DB is acting as a, how to say this, sad little person here in chat, as if he doesn't get any pussy. But I see his Instagram. He's surrounded by beautiful women all the time, okay? He is constantly surrounded by women. That man's living a good life, okay? Your username color? I used to be thinking that, but Bopal was pink in my chat. And for a while I was like, is Bopal female? Because it's gender neutral name, isn't it? For slippers. For a very long time I was like, is slippers a woman? And I don't even know why. I just thought it was a woman. And like for most of you now, I don't even know what you are. I've got no idea for what you are. It's like there's a shape of a person, and that's that. I don't know. I don't know. Constantly surrounded isn't equal to getting them pussies. I mean, I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't agree. No, I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't agree because when I was single, and when I was surrounded by dudes, there were opportunities to get dicks. Didn't want to get dicks very often, so maybe that's that. Maybe maybe you're like, huh? But there's a possibility. Oh damn! There's another one of Slav's accounts. Probably isn't because he's not writing in caps lock. Shape as in who's fat? No, the shape of human bones. You're a skeleton in my brain. I don't see your fat. You're just a skeleton. Does a skeleton change if you're really fat? I remember there was this one image going viral online of like a skinny person, a fat person, and I don't remember if there was a skeleton difference. It was like an X-ray or something. Burst heating pipe is pouring out scalding water in Nizhny Novgorod. 11 people suffered burns. Oh damn. Oh damn. That would be very sad if it happened in a normal country. I was actually wondering, have you guys seen the news on their blackouts? Are they genuinely planning blackouts? Because I see different ideas I see different numbers on blackouts in Russia. Like some people were saying 12-hour blackouts, and then some people were saying that it has to be less than 12 hours of blackouts. And then when it comes to where there's going to be blackouts, that I've seen different reports on that one too. So I'm just wondering, like, do we have any proper sources? Oh, did we get rid of the dude, by the way? We allowed him for a while, but he wasn't really. I don't think he wrote anything interesting, right? Bones get thicker over time, especially long bones, like in the legs, to support the extra weight. Oh, so your skeleton does change. Oh, never thought about that. Never thought about that. Does that affect you? Let's say you're really fat, and your bones learn how to live with it, and then you just get real skinny. Like you get a lipo. You get a lipo. You get really skinny. Is there going to be like something that what happens with your bones? They just stay stronger than they usually are? What goes on with that? Try to go skinny and oh you bitch. Oh you bitch. Fair. I am doing my, have I told you I'm doing Pilates? I'm doing Pilates. I'm doing Pilates. I'm doing this thing. You're in the presence of an idiot. I'm doing this thing where I'm doing those daily challenge Pilates videos, but I do like 3 of them, 2, 3, 4 of them daily, depending, because one seems too easy. But when I started doing it, it was, I think, one day after, basically, I did something at work, and I don't know what, but I lifted something heavy at one point in a stupid way, and my back hurts really badly now. There's like a pain. I think I pulled a muscle, something, I don't know, it just hurts really badly. Went to a doctor, and she was like, yeah, we can give you pain meds, but like that's that, we can't do anything else. So basically, I fucked up a muscle, and then I looked at Pilates videos, and in my recommended was Pilates for strengthening your back. So I was like, yeah, I should be using that. I should be doing that, you know, I want my back to be feeling better. I should be doing this Pilates for my back, so my back could get stronger. That has been like 4 days ago. have been unable to do lots of shit with this arm for 4 fucking days. You know how much it hurts? I fucked up my muscle and then I fucked it up even more. So now I'm doing mostly ass and stomach exercises to try and like not be falling apart. But I would genuinely recommend. The videos are great. They do this thing. If you're an idiot like I am, it's a great thing. As the video goes with the exercising, they never repeat the exercise. So they never repeat it. It's never like you do one set and then you do another set of the same thing and then another set of the same thing. They never do that. They never do that. It's constantly new exercises. It's constantly new shit. It's so fun. You never know what's going to be next. So I would absolutely recommend it because for me it's so much fun. Like I get so into expecting what the next exercise is going to be because so many times they give me something I've never seen before, that I don't even like feel that annoyed when I do it. So I love it overall. Genuinely would recommend. 10 out of 10. I possibly look like a troll when I'm doing these exercises. So Pilates stream, probably when I get the bravery to check out how I look when I do these things, okay? Because I feel it's one of those situations, you know, like you look at the woman exercising and she looks hot and she looks real good, right? I feel like if I had a mirror in front of myself though when I was exercising, I feel it would, you know, how to say this? I feel I wouldn't need to go on a weight or on a diet at all because I would lose my appetite just from seeing myself. So, you know, possibly no stream of Pilates ever, or possibly one day when I figure out how to do it without looking ridiculous. Oh yeah, ass exercises actually work for me. Ass exercises work because I'm an idiot when it comes to that too. When I was in high school, I should make a playlist. I'm making you healthier. 2024, new year, new chat. When I was in high school, there was this one video on YouTube, and it was a woman with a really, really good stomach. Really skinny one, a really tiny small stomach. And she said that her muscles are that good because she's been doing 1,000 sit-ups daily. Now, I hate sit-ups. I think sit-ups should be illegal as an exercise, and I think everyone using them in their exercise routine should go to prison. I despise them so much. But I was like, hey, maybe I should do this with squats. So I was doing 800 squats daily when I was in high school. And as a result of that, my ass muscles are quite easy to build to a certain extent, right? Like I do them for 2 weeks and you already can see the difference. It's already not flat anymore. It already does the rounding up thing. I think it's because I was doing that many squats when I was in high school that it just like stayed, right? Oh yeah, I don't do, because Pilates doesn't do squats. Wait, let me show you. We're doing exercise talk now before I leave the stream, okay? We're doing exercise talk. They don't do normal squats usually. They do like fun ones. They do cool shit, okay? They do cool shit. They do squats, but it's like you do them with like very, very wide legs or something. Whether she do squats, does she ever do them? They do the walking ones. They do these types of things with jumping usually. This one isn't jumping. I don't know why she isn't doing jumping. But it's stuff like that, you know? It's like, it's a squat, but it's not normal squat. I haven't actually done this one. Now that I look at it, it seems relatively easy. I should do that one. But it's not a normal squat, is what I'm trying to tell you. So do some of these. It's really, really fun. If you've never tried these types of exercises, like so many things that they do, I see for the first time. If you've never tried any of these, it's really, really fun. And I think it keeps you wanting to exercise more because you look at this and you're like, huh? What's a pistol squat? Pump some. I'm taking extra iron because I'm unhealthy. I'm already taking in extra iron. Because when I get up, all of a sudden everything goes black, and usually that happens to me when I'm lacking iron. So yeah. What are pistol squats? I don't know what a pistol squat is. What is that? Ooh! Oh, I've never done that. One-legged torture exercise? I've never done it. Ain't that the one? I feel like you could do dance if you were able to do this one. Mobility and balance? Oh, I'm bad at balance. That's why I've never tried them. I see balance in the title of a video, I skip over it. I'm really bad at it. I don't even try. If they're like you gotta like balance on one leg, I know it's not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work properly. Dragon Squad, the fuck is that? It's like they're making up new ones just to be bullshitting. Look at that crap. Look at that crap. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit that man is. What are you doing? Negative pistol squad? The fuck is that? What do you mean negative? I'm gonna try this today. And if I try this today, and if I die today, your name's gonna go on my tombstone. I'm gonna write your usernames on my tombstone. It's gonna be written there forever. But yeah, I also do watch the videos for the girls. There's some cute girls there. But I also try to follow along with the girls because I wanna be a cute girl too. I wanna be having a good ass. I wanna have really, really good ass. Also, I have to leave the stream. I have to be going. I'm gonna go take a shower. Take my shower, and I have to work tomorrow the whole day because they changed my shift. And then I have to work the day after tomorrow the whole day again because they changed my shift. So, wish me luck. Yeah, I wanna have a good ass so I can post some stuff on Instagram and then I can build my Twitch career. Instead of using debating with weirdos to build my Twitch career, I'm gonna use my ass to do it. That seems smarter. But yeah, we'll be updating you on the next stream. So this week and next week are gonna be really, really chaotic for me, but I will be updating you as we go on. Because I don't know, like tomorrow and the day after I work afternoons definitely. I don't know if I also have to go to work to help out in the mornings. Basically, I know nothing. As of right now, I know nothing. So I will update you on how the situation is progressing. But yeah, if we don't stream, make sure you watch Thompson daily because Thompson needs your support. He's trying to buy a really cool new apartment. Or one of those loser apartments. I don't know what he's trying to buy. I don't know if it's the cool one or not. But he's trying to get an apartment. So you gotta support him, okay? Because he needs some cash money. Yeah, for Friday, so far, they have not changed my shift. Friday is the only day in the rest of this week where my shift remains the morning shift and just the morning shift. Like I don't have to go to help out in the evenings. So Friday should be normal, but because they changed tomorrow's shift today, like before the stream today, I can't know for certain. It's gonna be messy 2 weeks. We're having a mess with what's the word? Contracts, with work contracts. We're having a mess with them, and we're having a mess with like the worker who's supposed to start working as a replacement because we're supposed to be starting to go to vacations. I'm gonna get a vacation in April, probably 2 weeks, but basically there's a lot of chaos right now around it, so gonna be a mess. But after these 2 weeks, we're gonna be good. So okay, we're gonna power through. We're gonna power through, and we're gonna get out much stronger. And with much better asses, because you're gonna be doing Pilates to get a better ass, okay? I wanna have the best asses of Twitch all in my chat. Hey, yo, Christopher Wallace, we're just leaving the stream, but thank you for joining. Thank you. IRL streams at work, so you can bully my customers. That would actually be great. They speak Croatian. You don't know Croatian. You gotta learn Croatian. I'm gonna be teaching you Croatian. That's what we'll be doing. Yeah, teaching you Croatian so you can bully them. European tour for 2 weeks. Yeah, Oh shit, yeah, that. You can, hey, see, fellow Croatian, nice. Okay, fair. And then when the tourists come, then, you know, I try to figure out who matches a person in chat so you can bully them. That actually seems great. Genuinely though, leaving the stream now, gotta take a shower. And go to Thompson. Go to Thompson and go bully Thompson. We'll be seeing you hopefully on Friday. Send thoughts, send prayers.